Well, brother.
Hop on in, brother. Get this show on the road. Literally. Literally. Ooh, actually I need to fill up real quick. About half a tank.
Is there 2 tanks on this?
No, it's
you
just
got one on my side too, or no?
Nope, just one.
Just making sure.
Just watch my back. It's a big tank. Takes a lot of gas. Alrighty. Oh.
Yeah, one thing I don't like, I have a lot of blind spots. So is my life.
Give me 2 seconds. Okay, gotta pause real quick. Okay.
Perfect, thank you.
We are headed to Fountain City now.
Yeah, this would have been a lot nicer driving earlier.
Any of our boys on tonight? Apparently not. Trying to hail some people on the radio, nobody responded, so they must not have changed the radios yet. Yeah, if you could do that every so often, like go third and like look behind us, I would really appreciate that.
I am. That's what I'm doing now. Are you going the right way? Okay.
There's 2 different ways. This is probably the better way, in my opinion. This is the one where you pass the sign. The other way is like the dirt road that leads you to the dealership. Oh, actually, that would be closer to where we need to go, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's go that way. Should I go straight down this hill to get there? I'm joking.
Well, I did that with Spicoli, and we ended up flipping over for a while.
I know, that's a death hill right there for sure.
There was just a random hump.
Yeah, there's little bumps all over too.
Yeah, and it just got on 2 wheels. Had no control.
Yeah, thankfully in these we're pretty decently safe. They're less likely to...
Well, I'm just going to say this real quick. If I do get a headache at some point and pop out, I'll just keep walking that way.
Okay, so just pull out there and just...
Where I'm going. I'm not 100% on where it's at, especially if things get...
You remember where that car dealership is, right? It's just across the street and up a little bit toward PD.
Grandpa and Mo are on their way to PR.
Wait.
Asked by Father Kane just now on the radio.
On 38?
So, Yeah, I just heard it.
Fuck, I just changed my
Yeah, it's
goddamn
been coming
radio
on.
channels.
I know. I'm just telling you. I
Did
told
you
them
let them
that
let them know that we're on the way too, if you can?
the Wall brothers are out to the PR building.
Shit, when was the last storm? I don't remember. When did the storm happen? You remember? Oh, I think one just happened while we were smoking, actually, if I remember correctly. I've seen some people talking about it on the government website. Looks like the photographer forgot to switch to the radio channel that I told him that he told me to switch to. It's all good. Am I going the wrong fucking way? No, this is the right way. Got all turned around. I feel like this is not the right way. Okay, it is. I'm just tripping. Giddy up. Oh. Headache.
Yeah, same with me. So be careful here.
Being real careful. Take it nice and easy. Especially down a hill. In case I start rolling, you might have to switch to the fucking passenger seat. Or switch to the driver's seat, I mean. We should be alright, though. Even if it does, you'll be alright, because this thing's a goddamn tank.
We're gonna be alright.
Yeah, maybe we can actually pick up some new clothes if you want. Well, I don't know. We can always go back and buy these suits from the suit store, you know. It's not that big of a deal.
I know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to switch up our clothes after this.
Yeah, especially after everything that just went down, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this doesn't put you much further into Monty, you know, or into Fountain City. It's just a little bit. We probably would have got there faster the other way. But it's alright.
Well,
this is kind of a less traveled route, so.
just once we get on the road, if it's straight ahead, let me out and I'll walk away.
Okay. I'll just slow roll next to you with my emergency lights on. No, they're not waiting on me. They're not fucking waiting on me. They got Tor in there. They can talk to him. He's the acting PR anyway. Where the fuck are we right now? What the hell is going on? Oh, okay, yeah.
Church right over there.
Yeah.
One street over.
I just don't usually take that way, so I was very confused. Yep, there's PD right there.
Right there.
Okay, let's pull you off at the bus stop here. I'll park right here so I'm not in the way of traffic. Ready to hop out. Put my hazards on.
Alright, you're good.
It's not much farther from here, so just
go ahead.
no,
Yeah,
I'm waiting.
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna go with you. I'm not leaving you alone in Fountain City, brother. Are you crazy? I'm gonna stay off to the side and roll my emergency lights on.
Yeah, I'm frozen.
Damn it, brother. Damn Fountain City does it to you every time. Are you sure? Well, yeah, it's just right down this street. I think it's a little further than that. You have to keep walking. Just keep going straight, and you'll see me. I can meet up with you too once you pop back in. Just let me know. It's right down the street. Richard's, I think, already here.
Yeah, I called the police too on my phone, and they didn't show up. After 10 minutes, they was driving to the church, but they wasn't there.
Okay. I fear that if you don't talk to this dude, true fast, before the government gets a hold of him, they're going to boot him.
Okay. All right. And were you there?
Yeah. I'm.
Okay. Well, I don't know who's talking right now. It's right here.
I'm visiting. I'm visiting.
Oh, okay. And who's the gentleman in the white hat? Oh, that makes sense. I appreciate you. If this breaks anywhere, like, help me, please, because I'm trying to keep it straight. So that said, so I'm assuming that you're talking about the government site. You went to the PD. You went to PD. You were discussing the scenario that happened before. Were you involved in the robbery at all that just happened?
No.
Fez, this is Fez, right?
Yeah, Fez wasn't.
Okay. And Jason, were you were in the
I was
group
in
with
the
me earlier,
incident
so.
yesterday, yeah.
Right, okay. So, but that got tracked, right? And unfortunately, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it.
Yep.
Fez was in a similar. No, that was a different person. But
Yeah,
we know how that's going to go down.
Getting word Mo, yeah.
Yeah, but but this is the same person, possibly, who was in both those interactions. So we've got two scenarios back to back with a person who fits a MO, right? And he fits a description.
Mm-hmm.
Is Bartowski, are his eyes on by any chance?
He tried. He popped out right as we almost got here. He'll be coming soon.
Okay, if I could get a statement from him, because he saw him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just remember,
so
he's half blind, so.
I know, right?
He only saw what he could see, but.
Right, but he can identify.
He definitely identified the vehicle. He could definitely identify the voice if there was a lineup, 100%.
Okay, excellent. So if we were able to get a lineup, possibly Bartowski, you saw him clear as day. Arthur, you're still alive. You are alive. Can I get your ID? Or no, I don't want your ID, but will you be open to coming to PD and making a case with me?
My English is a little bit bad, so I don't know.
Okay, I can speak on your behalf. I just need you to tell me that I can go to PD on your behalf.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Okay, excellent.
I have a clip too with his voice.
Okay, anything that you have like that, you want to make your own individual prayers for, right? And then if that scenario is a duplicate of another one, then whoever deals with that will be able to assess that from there, right?
Okay.
You can say like, hey, I was in a scenario with this person and this person and this person, and it happened at this time. And then if all of you say like, in your prayer, like you have matching information, then that makes whoever answers that prayer, they'll be able to.
Sorry, dude, I thought it was you. Or you're not in yet, still?
Anything that you can give them to create information. Now, as far as the 3-minute thing goes, you can add.
Okay, well, that's what I was asking. You didn't say anything.
You need to have contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be limited to 3 minutes. It can be, 10 minutes or whatever. It's just if it's a scenario that's involving the police, you want to make sure you have at least 3 minutes. That's kind of how that goes.
So in the meantime, do we ask this person to come to PR or anything, or no?
What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go to the police department on these guys' behalf anonymously, and we're gonna make a claim with the police department on behalf of the PR office. and then we are going to try to find, see if we can get Jimmy to come down and have a meeting with us alone, right? We don't want to have all these people here.
No, of course
he's
not.
Gonna feel like
he's
that's
gonna
not an
I wish
issue.
you luck with
ganged
that
up
because
on,
I tried my best.
He didn't respond to it. Maybe we can.
Oh no, dude! The dude's saying that I'm a crybaby.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He
Man.
said stop spamming him. I've asked him in the tweet. I've asked him on here.
Okay.
So.
All right.
You
Well,
know
if he doesn't
when
want
the
to come down,
government
that's his prerogative.
Yep.
We can't force him to do something he doesn't want to
Also-
do, but what we can do is act accordingly inside of our department regulations.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I came down here, I heard there's a new legal system down here in Vernal. I came down here to get involved.
Is this David Tanner?
Yes, sir.
Hello, David.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good.
Doing well. Doing well. We're
No, I was
in the
updating my
process.
clip. Sorry, I'm not too sure exactly what the time was.
We're in the process of
I'm
building
sorry.
a judiciary system right now, David. I'm working on hiring a public defender, a district attorney, and an elected judge. Anybody that I can get right now that has legal experience, I'm more than happy to have a sit down with you so we can hash out an actual judiciary system that makes sense going forward. I don't want to just pull something out of my duffel bag. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want it to be serious. I want it to have actual purpose. You know what I mean? And reflective of a judiciary system that we're all familiar with. Is that something you think you can help me with?
Yeah, man. I'm currently in law school right now, so I'm willing to help in any way that I can.
Oh,
Awesome.
yes.
That's
awesome.
perfect.
Awesome. So let me ask you a question. So
Okay.
currently we're about to go down to the PR office and we're going to anonymously report a situation that's been happening in the community, right?
Okay.
If you were the public defender or, in this scenario, and you were working at the courthouse, would you rather A, have these people remain anonymous, or B, have them make their own claims separately, and then the PR department also have their own claim, but that be anonymous? What would you rather have 3 reports or 1?
Well, honestly, I would probably go the anonymous route just because
Agreed.
word of mouth is a very big thing when it comes to these types of incidents. So you probably would want them to go one-on-one. That way you don't have any information that doesn't need to be known by somebody else getting out to somebody else. I feel like that would probably be the best way of going about that, just to keep everything as professional and under wraps as you can, just till you figure out where exactly you're
Are
gonna go.
you in walking down the
Agreed.
street yet?
Agreed. Okay.
Okay. Yep. I'll go stand outside.
We're
real
gonna.
quick.
I gotta kind of take care of this, and then I've got to do we had a debate today. And this is Jason, by the way. He's also running for the PR office.
Jason
Nice to
Walsh.
meet you, Jason.
Nice to meet you.
We're in the
sir.
process
David
of the election. We had the debate get cut short. One due to like terrorist activity, and then
Yeah.
just technology
Oh, excuse me
issues.
real quick, brother. I gotta get past
So we're
that.
gonna do like a follow up on that, and then we're gonna try and get this situation taken care of at the same
Yep.
time.
Right here, Bart.
Set up a meeting with you.
They want you to give a report to the detective of an incident last night. Is your mouth working? Okay. You just come on in.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, yeah, I heard you.
Can we meet back here at that time?
Yeah, man. I'll be back down here.
All right, David. I really appreciate you coming in, man.
Alright, but first before I leave, this is my brother Joseph. He'll be riding with me.
Okay, Joseph.
Scoot that way anymore.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Joseph. How you doing? Easy to remember.
I'm doing good.
And
How
is
about
this
yourself?
like your fit that you're usually rocking, like the black suit, cowboy hat, and everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Alrighty, I'll be back down here in about 2 hours, man.
All right, Mr. Tanner and Mr. Tanner. It was nice to meet you, and follow up with you guys here in a couple hours.
Alright, man.
All right, boys.
Alright,
Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, you too, sir. Hey, thank you for coming in, man. And I'm sorry we've been having such a hard time linking up. I just, got a lot going
Oh,
on.
it's alright, man. I'm pretty sure you're a pretty busy man. You got an election going on, and plus there was an attack on your life, man. So I understand.
All good. We're gonna get this squared away. I am a pretty man, though.
I got you, man. Alright, it's roll, Joe.
All right, so we're going down to PD.
We are. If you gentlemen need to stay here, if you want to feel safe, you're more than welcome to stay here.
I'm gonna
I
go.
would just stay here and wait and chill.
I'm gonna get a change
and
of
then let
clothes.
us
Is
go
what I'm
down there
gonna
and
do.
see
I
some fun.
don't mind. Whatever is best for you, really.
Just be careful. Because listen, like I was telling you guys earlier, just pretend that there's a detective behind that wall and a criminal behind that.
Yeah.
Your voice carries in this place, so just be safe, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, we will be back.
You wanna go get some clothes, or what do you think?
Where'd you get this car at, bro?
I would like to get a change of clothes if that's possible. You putting it in a bag. I don't. With my headaches, I don't know how far I can go.
Need help going somewhere?
Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, if you want to take me, Richard.
Grandpa, did you get anything from me?
Oh, Bobby, I'm gonna come back.
You want to just hang out here then, bud?
Okay, nice.
I just gotta take care of this.
Is this a,
Alright, go ahead and take a seat.
car, dude, or something?
This is an old car I've had for a while.
Because when you've been
Never even seen
away,
these.
I was just thinking that. I've never seen that either.
You never seen this? You ever seen
You
this?
can open the hood? Yeah, what the fuck?
Hold up, I got you.
I didn't see this either.
What? That's fucking sick as hell.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah, you can do the headlights as well.
Where do you get these at?
Good question.
Hey, you got them at Montgomery.
Really?
Arthur, gonna have some
Yes. Oh, it's alright.
kidding. No, you
Do the headlights. You ought to do the
I
headlights.
like
Will your
them.
brother be coming?
No, he's gonna stay here, I think, because he's afraid of
Hold
popping
on.
out.
Hold on.
So,
Hold on.
How did you guys get here? Like,
I drove in that black truck over there. It's parked right there.
gosh.
I just would rather go with somebody else just in case something happens. We're gonna try to get a change of clothes so I don't stick out so much anymore.
You wanna just go to the clothes shop right here down the road, or?
Yep.
Any-
I'm pretty sure that'll be good enough, right? They got the new stuff there, don't
Yeah.
they? Yeah,
They got a bunch of the newer stuff, more
Yeah.
casual and everything.
that's what I figured. Will it let me put his clothes in my bag, or will I have to do it one by one?
The suits are kinda heavy.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my suit.
But I'll park the car pretty close to the
Oh, okay, yeah,
outlet,
we
so
can.
you can just run it out, stick it in there.
Yeah, I guess we could always do that.
So like, here, I'll hold the bag so that way no one can run out to take the medical supplies. I'll just park
Yeah,
right
good
here.
idea. Alright, perfect. I just took everything out of my pockets, so.
And here, you can put your, if you want your outfit in the trunk.
I will have to put his outfit in the trunk. I'm just gonna drop my suit and just get new clothes. Oh, this is the backpack.
The outfit you end up wanting to keep for yourself, do that one last. So get his clothes.
Yeah, get his first.
And then run up and then stick it all.
Okay, yeah, good idea. Oop. Alright, what would Bart want to wear? There's a green hoodie. That might be cool. I don't see too many people wearing that. Do you want to stick
Try
with
not
your
to look
green
like
theme?
criminals.
What?
I said just try not to look like criminals going like full black or something.
Right, that's exactly what I'm trying to think of. What we could do different.
Because you might end up looking like somebody and someone will come start problems with you anyways.
Yeah, for real, I know. That'd be my luck. Yeah,
That's
motherfucking
kind of
Chuck.
wild that...
What?
JP, dude.
Oh, yeah, you're good. Oh, fuck, I gotta go pull money out. What was I thinking? Okay.
Angry. have your brother's clothes? There's just pants back here. I can't hear you, by the way. Okay.
Oh, fuck, I was muted that whole time. Yeah, everything's in there. His pants and everything were in there. I'm sorry, I didn't...
Look at the floor.
They're... It's still for me, not in vicinity. They're in your trunk. I don't know what's happening, but it says they're in the trunk for me. We'll try it out. If not, I can always come back and buy it again. It's not a big deal. But it said it's in the trunk for me, so we should be good.
As long as you can.
Yeah, I think we'll be alright. Okay, just right now, make sure you put everything into your backpack. All your shit that's in your pockets, put them all in your backpack. Alright. Appreciate you, Richard.
Have your brother come to the front.
Yeah, I'm going to once he... Go get him right now.
Oh, the center is a cult leader.
You gotta come down there.
Oh, Edwick.
You got everything out of your pockets? Yeah. Okay, drop your suit and all your clothes. Just drop them. I'll block you. Nobody look.
Let us see. Let us see.
No. Leave him alone. In the trunk. Open that trunk.
What the hell?
Hey,
What?
you didn't drop your shoes, by the way. You need to drop your shoes.
Yes, why do we have it at the same time?
There's only pants. Watch out.
Yes, our cars have all started rolling down the hill. Hold on.
Fucking bullshit. I don't know why it's tripping, dude. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah,
There you go. It's right there.
Moments.
Fuck. He just fucking disappeared. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I can send you the one from today. I haven't sent it yet.
I'm gonna grab these. I'll just wear his boots for now. Pick up my shoes. Oh, it's so weird that it was bugged for you guys. Yeah, I got everything out of there, so you good.
I don't mind. It'll be fine here, so we can take yours.
Can I go too?
Yeah, it's a map.
Okay, thanks.
Y'all be safe out there now.
I know.
Especially you, Grandpa. We all love you. We want to see you safe. Kelvin Celsius? Kelvin Celsius, apparently. Who I'm repping. The fuck? I can actually climb under it? I'm scared to, though, because I think it will crush me.
I'm climbing now.
Do you know I could crawl under this? Like, fully crawl under it? That's crazy. I didn't know they were that. I didn't know they were that high off the ground. Huh?
Your clothes were on the ground back there, but they also, for you, were loading properly in the front. So they were kind of
I pulled them.
still
I pulled
there,
everything.
even though they weren't there. I couldn't put my bag back in the front, so I had to relog.
Oh, is that what the fuck happened? Oh shit. That's crazy. My bad. I didn't mean to break your your EMS shit.
Damn, Jason, you're breaking everything.
I'm breaking it all, huh? Yeah, he should be back any second. And then we'll give him this, and I don't really know what to do, other than just, I mean, I think we were gonna do a second debate, but it sounds like he's doing some PR shit, so.
Yeah, the same guy that gunned us down.
I know, pissed everybody
More
off.
shit.
They killed Mo, they killed fucking Gramps and all, or tried to kill Gramps and all them. Here, don't take any of that. It's just stuff over here, bud. Boots? Gator boots for you? You always said you wanted those gator boots, so. Got them. Yep, swap that hoodie. Pick that hoodie up. Bam! Looking good. It's got a big gator on the back of it and a gator on your chest and stuff. I thought you'd like that.
You know, when you said we were gonna look more different. I really didn't think you were just gonna go for the exact same look but casual clothing. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Why not?
This
Man,
is
I
not
could.
incognito.
Yeah, I guess you're right, huh? But how else will everybody identify me?
You need shoes there. You're gonna get hurt
Oh,
feet.
yeah. This asphalt's hot. Oh, your
Heck,
mouth's
pick
not
you
working,
up.
bud. No, I got shoes. I just didn't have them on
It's
because
fine.
I just couldn't hear you, buddy.
Like, I'm completely fine with not even being comped for the robbery, because if they tried to rob us properly, we still would have got caught off guard, and they would have had the upper
Right.
hand, and we would have
Yeah,
had to
that
put
was the
hands up.
thing. Yeah.
It's just the way they went about it made it so fucking confusing, and
Yeah,
like,
I didn't even have a chance.
Well, it's not even just not having it. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of not because like when they pulled up, it was hard to tell if the one guy was even related to it because he wasn't saying anything.
I know, and that's what pissed me off is they weren't even RPing. He could have been like, "Oh, hello," trying to distract us at least, you know.
Exactly.
But no, the only thing he said was hopped out and go hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up.
He was just talking outside of the game.
And then he shot. Yeah, I bet they were metagaming, talking like, "Hey, pull up on this guy." Yeah, I bet they were.
That is what they were doing.
Yeah, they had to have been, huh? I didn't even think about that.
That's why I put it in for a ticket, although the clip wasn't long enough to really show
Those
properly.
boots look sick.
I'd have to show your fucking full footage.
Yeah. Which is fine, dude. I don't even care. Trying to take a picture.
You still recording it, whatnot.
Yeah. I'm even recording right now, by the way. I forgot to tell you that.
Fine, it could be.
No big deal, though.
But, like, literally, it's just annoying.
Well, and the biggest annoyance that I'm annoyed about is that Bart over here literally ran them over at, like, half speed in the Javelin, and they didn't even RP, like, they got hit by a car. They just ran away like everything was fine. I mean, obviously the physics weren't working, or else it would have flattened their fucking asses, but... Like, they should have at least, like, been like, oh, I'm hurt, you know, oh, you know, like, damn, that went wrong, botched robbery, oh, he ran me over, you know, like, they could have at least done that.
I mean, it depends, because, like, it happens. I've seen people kind of, like, react to getting hit, like, react in time to getting hit by a car to mitigate the damage, and they're able to walk away pretty fine.
Right.
But, like, they could have, like, I could, if the game didn't keep them down, I'm okay with them kind of getting up. The main issue is just the metagaming. Like, they need to be pulled aside and straightened out.
Yeah, be like, hey, you can't be, like, doing that shit.
Which they immediately went to cause more problems.
Right. Right, that's what's funny, is they close our tickets, and then they're still out there doing the same thing, terrorizing the whole fucking island. And now they're like, oh, maybe we were wrong. But it is what it is. Yeah, the guy who literally handled my ticket got robbed by the same dude the next day. Like, come on, dude. Doing the same thing, not saying anything, and then all of a sudden, hands up, hands up, hands up, and then shooting people.
Alright, anyway. We had enough time to...
They're handling it.
I'm just saying.
Like, it's like, the entire thing with them is completely fine.
Yeah.
Outside of the metagame. That's the only
I agree.
Like, if they want to go rob people, and they do that, like, we had plenty of time to comply. It's just more so the fact that it was hard to figure out if we were going to comply or retaliate, because we couldn't figure out if they were together or not.
Yeah, I didn't even, I didn't know if he was robbing the other guy, or who was robbing who, you know, like... And that's why I ducked and, like, got behind the Jeep, because I was like, oh my god, what's happening here? I'm gonna get to safety. And then he just executed me from behind.
In my clip, like, you see me back to the staircase, and I'm, like, staring at the other guy, because I'm trying to figure out if he's in on it. Because if he's in on it, I'm putting my hands up. If
Yeah.
he's not, I'm shooting the other
That's
guy.
what I'm saying. It
behind
was
cover.
3v1. What we thought was 4v1, actually, until that other guy randomly pulled up. And, you know, we had no idea that was going to happen. So 4v1, we should have all had our guns out and shot at him, but, I mean, he shouldn't be robbing people 4v1 either. That's bullshit. No one in their right mind would rob 4 people with a gun, with just themselves, you know what I mean? Which is why his friend pulled up, but they should...
Depends.
Yeah,
'Cause
if you
one of
if you
us was in
really
the car,
catch
they
him off
could
guard,
retaliate and
yeah,
stuff, but, like,
yeah. There's role play scenarios where everything should have could have worked out better, definitely. On everybody's side, yeah.
The main thing is, like, they just need a verbal warning. Like,
That's what I'm
like
saying.
even then, like, they were the staff. Like, I feel like they know what they're doing is wrong because they've, like, court crying, like Clark Kane. He literally said he was staff and he needed to come and talk about it, and then they're just like, no. It's just like literally, it just feels like they're trying to get banned.
That's what it seems like. And some people say that, you know, the people who think they're gonna get kicked off the island just cause as much havoc as they can before they get kicked off. But it's like, bro, you could just stop and, like, play normally and then keep playing and have fun instead of being an asshole.
Being an asshole is fun for those kinds of people for some reason.
Yeah, which is fine. That's fine too.
Not really.
I mean, it keeps the world going, you know what I mean? Like, the police need those dicks to, like, actually go chase and stuff like that.
Like, yeah,
but
like,
they need to do it properly.
Criminals being criminals is one thing, but
yeah,
breaking the rules.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it becomes a problem. There's plenty of criminals who rob people, don't break rules, and everybody gets away with it, and everybody's cool with it, you know what I mean?
Looks like my suit's gone.
Yep. Gator must have put it on.
Thank you very much.
They just forgot the shoes.
You hear those drums?
Drums?
Not drums,
Oh,
it's metal doors.
it's these metal doors, like, dinging. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like the sounds of the city, you know, the cityscape sounds.
Oh, that's all good. I was just like, what the hell?
At this point, do we go to PD and check on our cartographer, or just let him do his thing, I guess, and we do our thing? What do you think?
I mean, I can try to walk down there.
Yeah, I would just walk there too, probably.
Yeah, I don't like being in the open like this after what happened. Not before giving a statement and getting this resolved. And
Oh,
done
yeah,
and
we
over
need to
with.
take you down there to give a statement anyway, so...
Well, that's what he said. They'd rather do it anonymously, and he'd rather do it on my behalf or whatever. Supposedly, that's what they were saying before they left. So
okay.
I didn't know.
Well, he asked me before that, personally, if you wanted to give a statement.
Oh.
He said, is Bart here? Because we need him to give a statement to the detective.
Yeah, I fucking popped.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, are you on the radio on this channel by chance?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm here with the commissioner. He is on board with us having a follow-up debate here at the police department. What is a time frame look like for you being able to do something like that?
We can do it right now if you want.
Tell Richard.
All right, let's
Richard,
put the
we're gonna go down to
notice out
PD.
everyone. Maybe get
he
hold
wants
of
to do
Trey,
a.
have Father King on the radio.
Actually, I'm gonna park my truck down there.
And then let's tentatively meet here in 15 minutes, and
okay.
we'll do like a follow-up here.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, appreciate you.
Yeah, we're gonna come down right now.
All right, good copy.
What's going on?
We're all down at PD. We're gonna do another second conclusionary debate. If you want to join us. You can do it. Run, Forrest, run. That's quite a walk there, brother. Sure you don't want me to turn around? Ah, shit. Stupid truck. What's going on?
That guy was asking who I am, and his voice sounded real familiar.
Yeah. That's why I turned around real quick.
Yeah, and it headached me too, right at the same time.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just go ahead and cross that street.
They're already heading back to the
You said Gemstone wasn't in the race no more?
What's going on?
They're gonna be heading back down to the yard.
Fuck, we didn't see that coming.
Oh, I thought we were doing it here.
We are.
We're just it's gonna be about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have to go and follow up on that thing that was going down at the
I think you're
office.
mistaken on his identity, sir. That's my brother Bart.
Oh yeah, I was.
I hear you though.
Yep, it's...
He looks like non-toxic.
No, he's not on toxic. Nope, that's Bartowski Wall. Damn it, we just got these clothes to try and look different.
Oh,
but
I understand.
I guess we're looking like everybody else now.
Non-toxic wears
I was
all
like, I hear you,
green,
but I don't
green
see
hat,
you.
green shirt, green pants.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go down to.
Oh, does he really? I didn't.
Yeah, that's
makes sense,
Louis,
Mr.
that's
Green
what I thought
Thumb.
you
Yeah, makes sense. Nope. Yeah, I just bought
I'll go
those
down
clothes
to
for my
the,
brother.
building and take care of
Man,
resolve
if
that
you see
situation.
one wearing these clothes,
and then I'm gonna come
you
right
show
back.
me.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, do you want us in the lobby then?
Yes. Hey, get in the lobby because the glass inside the lobby is bulletproof, and Lucas is tracking that you're coming.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
Appreciate
very much.
No problem.
Alright. At least give the cartographer a chance to say his policies and stuff. Sadly, he didn't get a chance to earlier.
Have I met one of y'all before?
I'm not sure. What's your name?
John Evan.
You look kind of familiar. Maybe when you came to the comedy night? Did you come to the comedy night?
No, I did not.
You did not? Okay. I'm sure we've seen each other around. You know, we're the Wall brothers.
Well, bro, what do y'all do?
We were fishermen, but now I'm running for PR. But we've been fishermen our whole lives.
Are you Jason Wells?
Wall.
Oh, well, Jason Wall?
Yep. Yeah, here's my
I've
ID.
heard of you.
Yep.
How's it going, boys?
How's it going, sir?
How's it going?
Let me not be so inclusive here.
All good.
How we doing tonight, gentlemen?
Doing great. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Good. Only minor infractions, traffic violations and stuff. Nothing crazy going on.
Well, that's good. Except for the bombings earlier, huh?
Yeah, that was a situation.
Yeah, quite a situation.
I mean, immediately when I got the call that there was a shooter on the bridge, I just scattered everybody.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't gonna take the chance.
No, I'm glad you did too. Gave us a chance to get away without dying.
We appreciate that. We were able to exfil and get out, so much appreciated.
Any problem? Anytime. It's our job. We got lucky and seen him standing on his car last second before he decided to do anything.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure that we've actually officially met. My name is Bartowski Wall. This is my brother, Jason Wall.
It's nice to meet you, gentlemen. I heard plenty good things about you, Commissioner Huey Lucas.
Yeah, that's Huey. We met Huey at the fishing tournament a long time ago.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
I've been around, boys. I've been around. I ain't had people like you to help, me out around here. It's so much appreciated. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, dude,
No,
for
absolutely.
real. We just want to keep people from.
We're all about that positivity.
Yeah. Keep people from leaving over little things that could be resolved with a little bit of communication.
Yep. We've gone as far as to do like a 3-strike claw to where you get a verbal warning, you get a written warning, things to prevent people from just being deported. And
right.
We'll try our best to make people learn instead of, you know, instant punishment.
Right.
Of course. So what was the plan then? You guys are going to do your conclusionary debate, just you can fill in your policies?
Yeah, I think he's going to fill in his policies, and we'll just take a couple extra questions. If anybody has any more questions, we'll take them in here. And I just feel bad that he...
Perfect. We can do it out back, so nothing like that happens. That happened earlier.
That'd be awesome, actually.
Way more secure. I just didn't want to do something like that earlier because I didn't want to make it about the police department, but we're not going to have you guys with assassination attempts and stuff.
Right. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't really think...
You were right in the middle of a bowl. It's kind of, you know...
Yeah, I didn't really think about that when I suggested to have that. I just know that's a place I love, and I've spent a lot of time in Montgomery.
It's a great place. Too bad some of the people around here are diabolical.
Make sure. Yeah. But we were expecting gunshots for sure. Like we kind of figured something like that was gonna happen, but damn, not that.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna get rowdy, a little mouthy or something go on, something happened, but no.
Everyone was really respectful until the bombs went off, and even then, nobody like trampled each other. You know, everybody kind of split off and.
No, you know how many rooms I ran into with people with guns pointed at the doorway?
Are you so shit?
I was like, you're good, bud, you're good. We got you.
It's okay, yeah.
Yeah. Everything's fine. I know you can't hear the radio, but that man is for sure gone.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
And then he said that the polls actually are going to be opening midnight, right? For 36 hours, is that what you're saying? Okay.
I do
just want to make sure. Confirm. Alright, cool. Making little mental notes.
Do we have an estimated time of when this is going to start?
He said 15 minutes, didn't he?
He said 5 before he drove off, but I don't know for sure.
Did he say 5? I don't know what he said.
He said 15 and 5. I don't know.
Talk about Huey's asking for estimated time when we're going to start this.
Okay. What?
I'm on my way down.
You just said I'm on my way down right now.
Yeah, he was on the wrong channel. He just switched to it. Sounds good.
Go ahead and park it up, bud, and then we'll hang out for a little bit.
Duke? Is that you?
Maybe. Who's asking? Is it Jay or Bart?
Both.
Both of us.
What's up, boys?
Oh, look at you in your shiny uniform with your new hat. Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, we're doing another little PR meeting here, so that's why we're here. I just heard your voice, thought I'd say hello.
3, 2, 3 +1. You can go ahead and show us point security on that event. Hey, Commissioner, how you doing, sir?
Oh, I got so many voices in my head. I got a cartographer, I got police, I got everybody here.
Oh, good, sir.
I feel like I'm going insane sometimes. The voice.
Could you do me a favor really quick, sir? Can I get some dishware from you?
What do you need?
Dishware. Some plates.
See if we got something in the missile.
Got that. You got that door?
Them broke-ass motherfuckers didn't buy no paper plates.
God damn it. No, I need some ballistic plates if you got them.
Pretty sure we can afford Fenix, but we can't afford paper plates in here, boys. This is crazy.
Sounds about right. It's because you blew all the budget on the Phoenix.
right? As soon as that thing runs out of water, we're fucked.
Yeah, for real.
I'll see you. Just letting you know, we was not able to finish the debate today.
Oh, that didn't take long.
His closing statement.
What the hell even was that?
And then remember, tomorrow, folks.
Is that a water gun?
Yep. We'll keep you guys,
Hell yeah, that's cool as fuck.
informed of how we're going to do that. I might put up a poll on the government website for voting.
I guess I should stand over here, huh?
Yeah, we could do it in here, or we could do it in the back parking lot where it's safer, but the glass is bulletproof in here, so it's up to you guys.
Can me and Jason be like right here?
You can be in the glass one, 100%.
Yeah.
Follow him?
One of those.
Right.
Yep.
Go ahead and shut that.
Follow Dan, you're part of the PR, come on.
Yeah, me as well.
Oh.
If I can, that'd be great.
Well, where's your second?
Can we get my brother in here? Yeah.
Yep. Come on.
Come on in, brother.
All right.
Tile's
we at
nice.
least can't be murdered easily.
Yeah, as easily.
So you want to do a radio? You want to do it on
38
and 40?
38? Which one?
At the front door.
Yeah, let's do
both
38.
of them? Okay.
Yeah, we can't do it on both. We can do it on 38.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Alright, let me get my head in the right space here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Appreciate you, Jason, for allowing me.
Yeah, dude, you deserve a chance.
So we kind of left off over there. We was going to finish off. Maybe we can do 2 questions here. Anybody's got 2 questions to ask the PR. So once again, you have Mr. Walls, who's running in red, and Mr. Truepath, who is running in blue. They'll get 2 minutes. They can also debate backwards and forth on the question as well. But we got time for 2 more questions, and then we're going to do Truepath's closing statement.
Okay.
So anybody out there want to ask him a question?
Come on, Gramps. I know you got a question, don't you?
Okay.
Go ahead. I have a question I can answer. Because one of the questions
yes.
I was asked towards the end was my policies. So a gentleman asked me what my policies were because in my initial statement he felt like I was clear enough. So I can go over those real quick, and then we can maybe be able to bring up some more questions afterwards. Is that good with everybody?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. So my policies for my programs are clear communication from PD NPS to the people. When issues are resolved in their department, the conflicts we have had were that issues were dealt with, quote unquote, but they had no resolution for the people. So we want to instill a victims advocacy program to where if you come into the police department and you have an issue, say you were robbed, or even if you were jailed or you had a complaint with an officer, it's not just dealt with internally. They do deal with that internally, but then they come to the victim of that crime and they relay to them, what corrective actions was taken and what the steps going forward are to prevent that in the future. I also want to have funding for events and unions. So money raised by programs with the PR department will be implemented through our office and should fund the community, its residents, and supporters. Things that apply to that are like our racing events, our fishing events, and anytime when the communities come in together and there's a prize pool, the PR office will use the money that it has earned in between those times to fund those events and rewards for the community. We want to implement community service for reduced sentencing. So rather than give every single offender a 2-week felony appeal, we want to offer reduced sentencing through community work and work release. So say you're a first-time felony recipient, unfortunately, maybe that happens to you and you don't have a previous history of repeated crimes, right? You can come into the PR office, or we actually will come down to you once you're incarcerated, and we will barter for you to have reduced sentencing. Maybe you can come down and do a work release program where you pick X amount of apples to a certain monetary value a day to a week, and then that money goes back into, again, the community service builder, PR building, and is funded towards events, and then you can have like a one-shot chance at reducing your felony sentencing down to 1 week. One of the other programs have 4 programs I'd like to go over. one of our programs is a weapons turn-in program. So this kind of piggybacks off of the felony reduced sentencing. If you are an active felon and you want to reduce your felony, maybe you can bring in a weapon system. Essentially, turn a new leaf. Bring in your weapon system, turn that in. They'll give you a credit for that weapon system. That credit will then go to, again, the community service, the PR building, right, public relations, and it will help you have a reduced sentencing as well. Like you begin, again, a community service work release program where you can try and not have to serve as long as sentence where you can appeal your felony. One of my programs mirrors one of Mr. Wall's programs is legalization and medical card policy. The details on that for me is that it supports the legalization of marijuana for medical use and recreational access for non-felons. The focus on this is wellness, transparency, and community benefit. If we're all happy and we're all hungry, then we're all going to be working together a lot easier, right? And again, I just can't insinuate enough that I don't think that marijuana is a drug. Now, can it be used for criminal gain? Absolutely. If we're using it the right way and you don't have any felonies, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be able to go out and enjoy your product of choice after the day.
Conclusionary.
One of the things that I like to also implement is weapons licensing and range time. So we all like cars, we like our racing events. We all like to go shoot our guns and things like that. So I want to have hunting rifles and more powerful weapon systems to help us defend ourselves. Again, if you're a non-felon, you should be able to apply for these. And then apply for range time. I know the LEOs, they have a range that they take their cadets to.
If you would like, we could do that either way with the pistols they have or whatever. If they want to race it, we can still work out those events, no problem.
Excellent. So then Huey was just saying that he has no problem allowing us to come down to the range on specific days, right? Maybe we, non-felons, we can go down. And I was thinking we could have like shooting competitions or, just to gain accuracy, because that's another way for you to defend yourself is being able to pull those weapons out. I know that there's been scenarios in the past, like, if you're a non-felon and you're not out pulling your gun all the time, you may not even be comfortable with those mechanics. And you train as you fight, right? So if you want to be able to defend yourself in a respectful way or in a effective and efficient way, how can you do that if you're not using and utilizing that practice skills, right? So you take you guys to the range, but you shoot a couple targets, get used to pulling your weapon systems out, get used to the mechanics, put on target, get you accuracy, get you zeroed in, and then also maybe have community events. We can have shoot contests or CQB contests where you have to have X amount of targets with X amount of bullets in a certain time frame, and then the person who does that the fastest can win. It's a community event. Those are a lot of fun, and those can vary between closed target and extended ones as well. So within 10 meters or maybe outside of 300. In closing, the main thing here, and I'm kind of pushing through this because I don't want to waste a lot of your time. I know this is a follow-up, but through engagement with the multiple organizations, through our gangs, through our officials, our officers and individuals, I want to instill trust in the PR office and the liaisons that represent it. This position should not be taken lightly. It's based on trust, it's based on respect, and it's based on character. Your word has to be kept in order for this to work. And the people who are running here, I have full confidence that Jason is a man of his word, and he knows that I'm a man of mine as well.
Yes, sir.
But just know, guys, that this is not a paid position. This is a volunteer position where we are going out here and we are putting our lives on the line. Clearly, you saw this today where there was an assassination attempt on the two of us. It's not to be taken lightly. But the ability and the possibilities that this department has can change Vernal forever. It can change the island forever. And we can build a greater community. And there's nothing better than having community. I want us to all go back to the racing event, the drag racing event that we had a couple weeks back. I don't know about y'all, but after that was done, I felt like I haven't had a sense of community like that in a long time. And I just want that. I want that feeling to last forever. I want us to all feel like that. Almost like it felt like a Thanksgiving type of thing. Like we were all coming together and enjoying each other. So I think that this position, yeah, absolutely. I think that this position right here has the ability to bring camaraderie to everyone. And I really do thank you for allowing me to have this follow-up debate to voice my opinions and my programs and policies to you guys. And I hope that you vote for who you feel is best, not just for me because I hold events and maybe popular, maybe you know me more than Jason. Vote for who you feel is going to be best and who you feel is going to bring it better for all to everybody. Thank you for your time.
Do any of you have any questions for the candidates? We got time probably for like one more question. So I'm going to throw one out there. So the last question is going to be, if there was a conflict between, I guess, let's just say two civilians. Let's just say the scenario is two civilians. One, the conflict was that they felt like the RP had felt. How would each one of you come in and put things in place to help the person who had felt the RP to, learn how to do it properly? Like, how would you go by doing that? I guess we'll start with Mr. Walls first here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think there needs to be some kind of program. Maybe some of our senior RPers, like Gramps there, if he'd be willing to, try and give some pointers and tips. And like a lot of these people are making these rule breaks, and I mean it's due to negligence. They don't read the rules. They don't read it, and they're breaking stuff. They're doing stuff, and they think they're doing it fine when they're really not. So if we can correct that with just some easy classes, you know what I mean? Just something like a rehabilitation class in a way, to piggyback off of what he was talking about. Something that gives people a better understanding of what we're trying to build with the community, and not shame people for their activities, but just show them like, hey, this is how you're supposed to do it right. And when you do it right, everybody has fun when you're doing it. Like robberies, for instance. It might not be fun to get robbed, but it can be exhilarating. It can get your adrenaline pumping if it's done correctly and not just, violence. So I think a lot of people, even just people who out of character too much, we could very easily just school that, and say, listen, here's a warning. We gotta keep it going. We gotta try and do a little better. And if you ask people to do better, a lot of the times they will. If they truly want to be part of this community, they will respect the rules, and they will correct their behavior when people are correcting them, and not just throwing them to the wolves, but actually be like, hey, listen, dude, that wasn't very cool of you. You know what I mean?
Mr. Truepath, how do you feel about that? What could you do for somebody that's possibly had a report of failed RP? What could you do?
I think one of the biggest things that I've learned in my daily life and going through the changes is to lead by example.
Use the radio. Damn it.
When you see Arthur and some of our better RPers, you want to do that. You want to be that person. You want to interact with people like that. It teaches you that you may feel silly at first, right, trying to do this, but the interactions that people have with him on a daily basis, and the interactions that he has with me and others, are incredible. And that's what this is all about, is building that scenario. Now, if someone needs a little bit of help, hey, you lead by example. You show them that you can RP and have a good time. You lay out maybe the rules for them. Say, hey, look, these are what you're supposed to be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. A lot of what's going on, a lot of mistakes that are going to be made is through maybe just a simple mistake. I don't think that everything is always malicious or nefarious. Try to give people the benefit of the doubt at first, So I think it's important to set up a standard, Hey, we'll bring you in. We'll have to talk to you about it. If it's a fail RP scenario, then there's likely going to be two parties involved. So there's going to need to be conflict resolution. So maybe the person that noticed the fail RP and help the other person who failed the RP, right? Hey, this is what happened. This is where it went wrong. This is what you could have done better. And in that scenario, you bring two people who were upset with each other back together. You teach the person who was having the fail RP scenario how to do it properly. And rather than have a grief and conflict where one person maybe leaves the island because the people don't know how to RP, he taught someone. Maybe you build a camaraderie between those two people. Next thing you know, they're driving down the road together, talking to each other, and you build a friendship rather than resentment. That's how I think I would go about doing it.
That's beautiful. I got a thing to say though.
Go ahead.
5 minutes.
Go
Hey
ahead.
man, we need more people in the island, man. I
Yes, sir.
understand that we need more people, man. There was one point at a time we had, bro, every single time this was booming with 80 plus people. I get that we need a whitelist to, you know, keep the bad people off or whatever, but right now shit is kind of, you know.
This is the consensus of every party that's in here. Everybody believes in the same thing. But all we have right now is us, and when the new people come in, they're getting everything they're talking about is happening, and we need to prevent that type of stuff. So
The question that was brought up, the concern that was brought up for everybody who's on the radio wasn't here, was that we need more people on the island. And I just want to say this. Right now, we do have a lower population, but we are the building blocks for the future, gentlemen, right? What we're doing right here is going to set a standard that goes forward for many, many times to follow. After I'm gone, after Jason's gone, we are setting the standard here. So if we want people to be on this island, we have to show them that we welcome them. We have to show them that we take this seriously. We have to show them this is a place where they can come and they can relax and they can take steps away from it. We show them the intricacies, the secrets, not just a weed grind. They can go and do that other places, right? They can go and do a drug grind. We show them why this place is special, why we care about them, and how much effort we've put into this. And we're going to be booming again, no problem.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I really think it's all about making these people feel welcome. You know, the reason why I stuck around is because Chunky is a very amazing man. He helped me get started. He told me, you know, secret fishing spots that got me really excited. You know, he prompted me to go explore. And you know, there was no money involved. He never gave me money. It was just the knowledge that he gave upon me. And I feel like just a little nugget of knowledge, if we all give it to the new players, they'll fall in love with this island just like we did, and they'll want to follow rules more and feel bored less when there's so many more things to go and do.
Hey, I got a saying for all of us. I just come up with it. I channel my inner Father Kane. What do you guys think about this? It's not just Fountain, it's family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
Hey, there's two people outside of Worcester robbing and killing people.
That's very unfortunate, sir.
Where are they? Outside of Worcester? What's the description?
One's in a green hoodie with a Russian hat, gray pants. The other
Black Subaru?
Black Subaru, yep.
How do you know about this?
Lucas?
Got killed by him.
Okay,
so let's
You're
go
not,
ahead and let's
yeah. So
the police department
this is a great, yeah. This is a great. Why don't you come on in here, sir?
Because we put it in fresh clothes.
This is a problem we have all the time, and then when the officers get a little rude and say, "Listen, we don't know what you're talking about," then it's our problem, right?
Hey, we're gonna have a storm come in here in a second, but I'm gonna be back in.
No, bring him in here. Bring him in here.
Inside with PR guys.
Yeah, please come on in here.
This is a perfect time and a perfect
Yeah,
scenario for
we was just talking about stuff like this, so.
Yep.
Walk right up to this window here, buddy. Come over here.
Yep.
Hello,
This is the
friend.
PR election. I'm Jason Wall in the red here. This is the cartographer, toward True Path in the blue.
Hey, so you were robbed and killed by these guys, but one of the things that we have to focus on when you have a storm coming, so if we get cut off, but there's something called NLR, my friend. So like you don't necessarily have a memory of that right now, right? So you can't come back and say, hey, I have a description of these people, because two things happen. One, you're going to put connotations in other people's mind. You break RP for the people who are trying to be criminals, and then you don't really have ground to stand on, unfortunately, because based on the rule set, you don't remember those things, right? But there are ways around that, not necessarily around it, but to abide by those rules. You have to realize that just because you're not a criminal, someone else has the right to be a criminal here.
Yes.
Does that make any sense?
And we're not trying to single you out or nothing either. You just happen to walk up
I
at the perfect timing.
I want to set you up for success. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
In the future, you can use those rules to your advantage and benefit, and then you don't also feel like you've been wronged or held to some sort of injustice. Like, think about it this way: if that person robbed and shot you out there, yes, you're here and you were able to respawn, but that would have been the end for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna wake up and remember that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure. So we just let this go on then?
No, that's what this PR position is for. You know, the police will investigate, and we'll get some things figured out.
Well, how can they investigate if there's nothing to investigate? I don't remember, right?
You don't remember, but there could be a possibility that person that.
Oh, damn it. I knew that was about to happen.
Yeah, that was bad timing too again.
I just feel bad for that guy. I feel like we put him on blast, but it was just a perfect example of what the PRs can do and what they'll try to do for the people and try and coach people like, hey, man, you can't be doing that for RP's sake. We feel for you. We know you died, and we know that's not fair, that they probably just did the same thing they did to us and just popped out and lit him up, basically. But we still got to play by the rules. Just because they aren't playing by the rules doesn't mean we shouldn't, you know? So, and I'm sure he's a newer guy and didn't understand that, but I really think a lot of people just need to review the rules. Like I was saying, we could have a class where we just sit down and like quiz them on the rules to see if they like actually paid attention. What's that?
I just said my shit got froze. I gotta reset.
Oh, the whole thing reset.
I know.
Oh, okay.
It got froze on the fountain screen, so I'll have to.
Oh, got you. Whew. There she is. If my broadcast crashes, I apologize. Hoping it does not, but if it does, it is what it is. Also, we are almost to 100 subscribers. If there's anybody watching who's not subscribed, please go and subscribe. It helps a little channel like us out. When we get to 100, we're going to do a celebration of some kind. So I would appreciate y'all if you could like and subscribe. It means a lot to me and my brother, of course. We do this for fun, not for monetization. So it's not a big deal if we get the views or anything. But the feedback and the love our community has shown us so far has been awesome. So we just like to continue growing, and we appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. For real, like, I just feel like I wouldn't have done as much as I did without starting this stuff. So really means the world to me and my brother both to be able to share our experience of this shit with y'all. We done some wacky things too. Shit's been ramping up the past few couple episodes. I had those races, the comedy night that I ran. And there's so many more to come, you know. Like, if you don't have ARMA Reforger, get it. Join the island. Put in a whitelist application. It's 100% worth it. Put some time in it. Put some effort into it. Read the rules. Listen to the lore. The lore is fucking incredible. It's like a living movie book. Like, you listen to it and you can go find it in the game. Like, it's incredible. It really is. Like, there's so much dedication put behind this server. I mean, it feels like the least I can do is step up and try and make it better for the new players on the island. And for the players who've been there for a while who are getting wronged. Like, it's not my problem, but it does feel like it's my duty, you know, to the people who've given so much to me that I could give back and help them out. So yeah, that's all I want to say for y'all. Thank you. I'm not repeating that to everyone in game. That was for the very special people watching the broadcast right now. Oh. Guess it's just me. Never mind.
Hello, my friend.
Just us, huh?
We should come back and we're arguing. No, you're a piece
yeah,
of...
you motherfucker.
No, you're a shit.
You embezzled that money. I know you did.
What do you mean take my pants off on no one
Yeah, I
second?
won't take my pants off for you.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Lucas.
Oh, hey.
So to keep you boys informed, a situation what happens, again, most of the time for cops. That individual just ran out the building and decided to run away in the bush and disappeared.
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
How do you think we handle it? I mean, is that how you handle it generally?
We try to, but with us, we have to stay within RP, right?
Right.
Like, it's not like we can
there's
RP as
he's
a
right
cop
there.
in the middle to teach them, that, which is why you guys
He's right
are
there.
so great, because we can bring them to you.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I see him right there outside the door, right?
Hello? Hey, come back in, buddy.
Hey, guys. Come on in, brother.
Come back in. We have a little bit more time. We can discuss it with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so you mentioned before we left, hey, you said, so we're just going to allow this to continue happening, right?
We're absolutely not. Absolutely
we're not going to let
not.
that continue. Oh, I got two radios. No, we're not going to let that continue happen. As a matter of fact, it is one of the biggest things that we don't let that continue to happen, because we don't, this isn't a cops versus robbers or a hands up, don't shoot server. The reason that it's whitelisted is to prevent those exact scenarios, right?
Yes, sir.
So while you are a valid victim of a crime, we also have to allow people who want to be criminals to do their own version of RP, right? So you may be going out and picking apples or an oil miner, right, and you get robbed. That person has the ability to do that because that's their right. But at the same time, you yourself have the ability to have your own RP scenarios as well, right? So you do have NLR, but you can begin to remember things after 30 minutes, right? You can't necessarily remember specifics of person who killed you and things like that, but you know what your friends are, radio stations, etc., things like that. Obviously, you can remember. What you can do is take the knowledge that you've gained from that scenario, right, and use it for your own benefit. If you end up in a scenario like that again, a person pulls up on you in a black Subaru, I can tell you right now that in general, by the way, if you're listening right now and you drive a black Subaru, I am not profiling you, but you know as well as I do. That black Subaru has some connotations behind it. It has some influence. Like some,
it's
that
almost
is
like every time you see an SUV, you're like, oh shit, there's the cops.
You're right. So just be aware and be mindful of it. And then you also have the ability to have your body camera on. So if you feel like you were wronged in that scenario, you're always welcome to send up a prayer. Hey, I was in a possible fail RP or RDM or VDM scenario, and you know, it can get resolved. So like, no, we're not going to continue to let that happen.
Definitely not.
We're here to support you, but we're also here to support people who are criminals as well. Everyone needs the support.
Everybody has a voice.
Have our own version of RP. Does that make sense a little bit more? Does it kind of give you a little bit more clarity?
Yeah.
And trust me, I feel your frustration. I really do.
Yeah.
But these rules are in place so that we can all continue to move along, you know, and it can be a little more fair. But you know, we're working to weed out the bad apples. We really are. But they can only weed themselves out by breaking rules. You know what I mean? So we just have to play it good like we always do, and you know, let them slip up themselves. Like, that's my honest opinion. And if they do slip up and they want to repent for it, we will help them and teach them, like, hey man, like, RP a little bit before you shoot somebody, you know? Like, maybe give him a warning, you know?
With the cops could have went way worse. You could have been there. They could have been like, no, we can't help you. You'd have been felt like the police department's not trying to help you, right? And you could have freaked out and ruined everything in here just because we're trying to stay in RP and you don't exactly know the rules, which isn't your fault. Like, it's a lot of rules.
in the future, if this happens to you again, there's a building down the street. This is what this is all about. This is what me and Jason are doing right now.
Yes, sir.
If you go down the street, right across from the fire station, you're going to see a concrete building with some brickwork on it. It's the PR building, the public relations building. There's a sign out front. You'll usually see, right now I'm the interim acting PR representative.
Yep.
You'll see me there, someone in blue. And whoever gets elected, obviously he's red, I'm blue, right?
Yep.
So one of us will be there. Regardless, and again, I don't know if anybody heard this, but I want you all to know that regardless of who gets elected here, Jason isn't going anywhere. I'm going to continue to use his advice and his knowledge. If he gets elected, I'm not going anywhere because we're good friends and we both have similar policies and we all have the same vision, right?
100%.
So you'll be able to reach out to us. If you ask most people who the cartographer is, they can send you in my way, and a lot of people know the Wall Brothers as well.
Yes,
so
sir.
if you end up in this scenario again, there's a community who's behind you, supports you. If you get robbed of your belongings, people will help you get your stuff back. Like, man, we can help you so you don't feel like you're going so far back on, back to ground zero. So sorry that you got robbed, and I hate that happened to you. If there's anything that I can do personally, right now will let you know I'll do whatever I can to help you get back on your feet or put you back on the right path.
Straight up.
What I like to call the true path.
I see what you did there.
The
Like,
opposite
you
to
like
your
that?
left has a
I
question.
like that.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
How's it going, Torn? Luke here.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Luke.
Give me 1 second just so I can get the radio set.
You need a radio? I got an extra.
No, I got one. I just gotta set it. 38, right?
Yes, sir. 38.
Alright, so I had a question. This is obviously going to be OOC. One of the first times I was on patrol as a cadet, I got killed on a double homicide scene that we walked up and didn't know where anybody was at, etc. While we were canvassing the scene, I got killed. However, all my gear was recovered by my partner, who survived. And we had, I had body cam footage from that altercation, obviously, but having been killed, but the body cam being recovered from PD, would that still be valid evidence, do you think, in the situation?
Well, Jason, do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
Go ahead, because I'm not exactly sure on that rule.
Oh, no, you need to say that over the radio.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that, actually. But I'm sure body cam footage should be able to be recovered.
I'm just messing with you, man. So yeah, absolutely. I think you were killed and you reincarnated, and one of your officers has body cam footage of the interaction that happened. I would say after your 30-minute LOR rule is up, and you were shared that body cam footage.
He's more saying you see the body cam that's on his chest.
Yeah, like we all physically have body cam.
His partner picks it up. Do you think his body cam footage is admissible?
Yeah.
Like this guy, right?
Yes.
But they have a body camera.
So long as that camera is actually physically
recovered. If that camera is physically recovered,
stuff up, they could have recorded it with a cell phone. Same thing.
Right.
I would agree.
I would 100% agree with
that. Yeah, that's reasonable. That's logical. If you're an officer and you have body cam that's running and another officer picks up your body camera footage, that should be admissible as evidence, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
It would be in a normal scenario. You wouldn't just say, "Oh, we're not going to use this body cam footage."
Yeah, like, oh, we can't use it,
was
man.
down.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not at all.
I always wanted clarification just to kind of set that guideline as well, because I haven't seen like an actual rule set on that. Because I know a lot of us have footage, whether it be a cell phone, meta glasses, etc., etc.
Right.
But the validity of when and how you can use that isn't always 100% clear, I feel.
Right, and I think that does have the ability, just so we're all on the same page, that can easily be exploited for the wrong reasons.
Exactly.
But as long as that was used accurately and with integrity, right, then it's absolutely admissible in evidence. As long as none of the people who were involved in that are using a different type of recording device, you know what I mean, that would not be, and then say, oh, well, this is my body cam. That's not going to work out, right? It has to be relative to the crime, the time frame, and what's admissible for the specific charge that's happening.
Awesome, I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Huey, you asked me earlier some things that we were talking about with PD, and like you asked me like what would be one of the roles that we could affect PD with. One of the things I wanted to bring up to you that was one of my policies is this thing has had when I say thing, this PR representative role has had some negative reports as well, like a defund the police type of thing. That's not what this is about at all. This is about supporting people on both sides of the aisle.
Yes, sir.
And so one of the things that I wanted to show you that I was thinking about was I had been mentioned that the dispatch the dispatch technology that you're using, it'll have a little bit of a rework. And I had heard about some other technologies that exist that would maybe make that an easier in-game technology that you could use that would allow you to stay in character and have dispatch. And so that's one of the things that I wanted to bring up to you and maybe possibly some other people and see if we can get that implemented for you guys so that you guys can have an easier time staying in character and doing your job as well.
Hey, I've asked for things like that, and it takes people to back us up, right? And he's here to back us up, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we need, boys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, floor is open.
Hey, I got a bone to pick with VPD. How the fuck do I get pulled over twice for something that somebody called and, you know, is pretty much harassment? First time I was parked minding my own business. They pulled up, 3-squad full.
Sorry, brother, I mean to interrupt you. Do you have a radio by chance?
I do not.
Pick this one up.
Can you just go on 38 and voice your concerns and your opinions so that
it's on the ground in front.
Right over here, buddy. Right on point. Hard to see. Yeah, you gotta kind of.
That way, anyone who's listening can hear both sides of the conversation. You know what I mean, and not just one person talking.
That's it.
Sure.
38.
Yep, 38.
We got a gentleman who's getting on the radio here. He's one of the audience members here in the debate, and he's going to have some questions for us.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Alright. So anyway, I'm wondering why I was even driving. I was parked in my white van at Montgomery. 3 squads pull up, coming in hot, ask me there's something going on, tell me to step out of my van. I was just like tweeting. Something, you know, I have a illegal weapon and all that bullshit. They asked me, oh, do you consent to search? Of course I declined, because I didn't do shit. So they go, and second time I drive to Fountain PD, past that, there was a officer right outside, jumps in his car, follows me, pulls me over for the same shit. Like, how do you, like, what the hell is going on? It's pretty much harassment.
So it sounds like maybe...
Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like maybe there was somebody matching your description, and if you would have just consented to the search, if you didn't have anything to hide, then I'm sure they would have just went on their way. Now, I don't know 100% what was going on, but I know a couple of my friends...
What time was the first one in Montgomery? Because if it was around the time of the debate, then we know why he was pulled over.
An officer's asking
and why he was searched. Everybody here knows why, right? Because there was bombs going off. That, you know, reasonable.
Yeah.
The second one, if you have video evidence and the officer's name, we'll take a look at it for sure. Always.
Yeah, if there is any corruption, then we will dig into that and make sure to show us all your body cam footage, and we'll make sure that you were treated fairly, because nobody should be getting charges for no reason. We agree.
Yeah, that's a perfect opportunity to come down to the PR building and meet with your public relations representative. If you feel like you've been wronged by the police, that is one of the things that we work with. So you can come down, you can submit your body cam footage to us. We can come to PD, we can meet with the commissioner or the chief of police and say, hey, we have reports of possibly this person who had this interaction around this time frame. We won't give them any details of your specific scenario so that you will remain anonymous. And then that officer, if he did make a mistake, will be held accountable. However, if the situation is like a coaching moment for everyone involved, we can say, hey, this is what you could have done differently. This is what the officer could have done differently. And I met with Huey, it was maybe a day or two ago, and we were talking about, like, what do you want to see as far as the PR office goes when these types of scenarios come up? one of the things that we discussed and agreed upon, and I don't mean to speak for you, so you can grab me if I'm wrong, but I'm not going to say anything you didn't say. But he said, you know, we can let you know like what corrective action was taken for that officer, so that you feel like, okay, you got some closure on the other end of this thing. So, hey, this guy did this thing to me, and he was let off duty for a week. He's not going to have pay. He's going to have a coaching moment. He's going to be retrained, et cetera, whatever happens based on the severity of crime. So you do have a valid complaint. If you feel like that happened to you, you should come into the PR office. I'm acting right now currently. You are more than welcome to come down and submit that body cam footage for me. I'll meet with the commissioner, and we'll get this thing resolved.
Can I have a follow-up question?
Absolutely.
So, I don't know who said that, you know, I should have consent to a search. So, you know, would it be a problem? I mean, don't I have a right to not consent to that?
You definitely do. You do. I'm just, sometimes it makes it easier to just comply with the police because they think you're hiding something when you don't. But I understand, and you have a full rights to disagree with it. I'm just saying it might have got them off your back if that was the case. Because a lot of the times, I've seen it with multiple people wearing the same clothing, having the same car. They're doing their jobs by just searching for a bolo. They got a description and they search for it. And, you know, sometimes they don't know the ID of the person. They just have a description. So they just want to make sure you're not that criminal holding those guns. And when you tell them no, it puts them on edge, I'm sure. And they probably think you're about to pull it out and shoot them with it. Well, I'm not speaking for anybody. I'm just assuming from my position that it would be, if you feel like you're wrong, you know, you don't have to comply, but it will make things smoother. Does that make sense?
It was me, and then two cadets.
So here's where we disagree a little bit.
Was another officer.
Here's where we disagree a little bit, and maybe for the first time ever in the debate. I feel like, as an individual, and this is Mr. Truepath talking, I feel like you absolutely have the right to not consent to a search. You could be doing anything in your daily life. The officer has to have probable cause in order to search you, in my opinion. If you feel like you don't consent to a search,
not even my opinion. We'll say that's law.
That's the law. That's the law, right? You need to have probable cause. So just because an individual looks like another individual and is driving the same car or is wearing the same clothes, like, look, guys, we have to realize that, like, while we are trying to create this scenario, you can't pull someone over because they're in a white Katoma wearing a black and white suit and a cowboy hat. Come on,
right.
Like there's 12 people out there in that case. So if you have a scenario where you were given probable cause to pull up an individual out and ID them, absolutely, then do your right as an officer to make sure that the city is a better safe place. But if you're a civilian and you are approached by an officer who tells you to leave your vehicle and you have not committed any crimes and you know that for sure, then stand your ground, right? Say, hey, look, I want to talk to the PR representative. We're implementing a judiciary system, a public defender, a district attorney, an elected judge, a courthouse, and a state prison.
Let's reword that last bit a little bit, because if they ask you to step out your car, I would like for you guys to listen to them.
100%, yeah.
Take it to the, don't deny officers.
That's all I was trying to say. That's all I was trying to say.
I'm not saying that you should tell the officer to go kick rocks. You want to comply with commands. But if you feel like your rights are wrong, you have the ability to take that body cam footage and bring it to someone. Say, hey, look, we have the ability to move forward with this with corrective action on both sides. You have rights, and you should adhere to them on both sides of the aisle. The police officer has rights, and you have rights, and both of them should be respected.
So during your processing, if you feel that your rights haven't been done right, you can tell the officer at any time that you want to speak to your PR representative.
Right.
That's the biggest thing right there. Mm-hmm. So if they search you without you giving consent, then you just need to tell them then and there, just letting you know, before we go any further, officer, I am going to be asking a PR at some point to come talk to me.
Yeah,
the officers
absolutely.
are here if we want to hear from their side too, so we get both sides.
Yeah, we want to get both sides.
I don't think you actually can search someone unless they do.
They have to consent to it, yeah.
So,
unless you're tasing.
Officers were that arrested them. Go ahead and speak up for yourselves.
We're giving a hypothetical scenario where a person is being searched without their consent. So that's kind of what we're kind of playing out here is the hypothetical scenario. And what I'm saying is, if that person is searched without their consent and they do have an illegal weapon on them, they should say, hey, look, I want to talk to my PR representative. and you may be initially booked and put down here in jail, or whatever that case may be. In this hypothetical scenario, the PR would come down and speak to you, realize that your rights have been wronged, and then fight for you to get those things expunged and get your property back.
Right.
Court is the place to fight, not the side of the
I
road.
agree.
Yeah,
I know one thing, just to close this. So you get pulled over what? You know, I already explained to you that first time. But would it be without prejudice? You know, that's another thing, without prejudice.
Why did you get pulled over? Because you're telling us you got pulled over. We would like to know just why. Do you have like a reason? Were you driving crazy? What were you doing for them to pull you over?
He said he was sitting still in the parking lot.
Sorry, I misspoke. But I was parked at Montgomery at apartments.
Now, officers, was this during the bombing?
No, this was after the bombing. So the reason I made contact with him and Monty was because the 911 call was a white van and automatic weapons were involved. So we spotted you, we made contact with you. Now the second situation in Fountain, I did tell the officer to pull off you because we already talked to you in Mountie, so I did notify him to pull off you to not make contact with you. We already talked to you in Monty, so.
So this was, you matched a description
That's
of
pretty
someone
much
with a weapon.
Which is what I was trying to say before. By not consenting, you just kind of wasted some of the officer's time, but you fully have your right, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to say nobody has a right. Everybody does, and I completely understand feeling like you don't want to show. And like we said, if you did have illegal weapons and they did illegally search you, then we're more than happy to help you. Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I have so much to say.
I'm just saying.
I mean, what's the reason to, like, do I just say, oh yeah, search me? I have nothing to hide. Or
no, only if it was commanded.
If you did
because
it
I don't
right
have
and they
nothing to hide.
arrested you and they searched you either way, we would have been right in court because we had evidence of a white van matching your description out there with a gun. Which is very hard because there's a lot of white vans. I get it.
Of course.
But when we have a bolo and description on a person, we proceed with it with as much information as we can. We take you down here, we put you in the interview room, we ask you questions.
I think a simple situation here, and I'm not 100% sure on the law here, but this is just my logic, right? If you walk up on an individual with the bolo on it, and he says, well, why am I being searched? I did nothing wrong. Hey, you match the description of an individual who we saw recently or was reported 100%. Recently who had high-powered firearms. This has nothing to do with anything that you have in your vehicle. If you have this or you have that or whatever, we're specifically looking for this individual with these things. And then, maybe that gives that person, like, okay, well they're not going to do this.
You match the description, so we'd like to search you. That is plain enough because you don't even need to tell them what that person had, but,
But if they don't, if they then are not that person,
they are free to go immediately.
Right, you should be free to go. Yeah,
I mean,
they should be free to go afterwards.
We should have the
I've even gone as far as when people are put in the jail cell and an officer does not read them their rights and they put them in the jail cell and then decide to read them the rights, I dismiss everything. Because that's
absolutely
not how it works.
As you should.
So I'm working go ahead, sorry. I didn't mean to step on you, my friend.
No, you're good. I was just
I'm working a case right now where there's a situation that's like that, and I don't want to, I'm not going to air anything out right now because, again, complete anonymity, but I can confirm that if that is the case and you are jailed without having your rights read to you, like if you are detained and then put into a jail cell, then your rights have not been properly read to you before action was taken, and that is illegal.
To clarify, would be putting in a jail cell after you've been fined.
If your rights are not read to you while you're in that intermission room when they're taking their picture and getting ready to book you, if your rights are not read to you right then and there in that room, it is illegal past that door.
Absolutely. Yeah. So now we're on the same page with that. So you have the right to resist search. You're not consent to a search, right? But if they tell you, like, hey, we're looking for these specific things, and you match the description of this individual, and you know that you're not that individual, you should have a warm fuzzy, like, okay, if they do take me to jail and they wrongfully arrest me, I have the PR department to back me up. And if you are that individual, then that's probably a bad day, right?
Right. I agree. I mean, just one more thing. Like, officer told me, I should change my VIN. It's like, it's my uncle's VIN. I ain't gonna change it. Where would sell it to?
No, you shouldn't.
Sell it.
Just like criminals, just like the criminals are more, and regular people who have black Subarus and black trucks and white Katomas, you shouldn't have to change.
It's an honest mistake, brother, which happens every day in every life, right? So we apologize from the police department, from the commissioner. We apologize that you felt like you were harassed, but that wasn't the scenario from the officer's eyes. You understand?
Yeah, I don't think.
Don't get me wrong; they were professional. I mean, but it's just like second time, like
yeah,
it's a bit too much.
I understand, but like you just had the commissioner, and just following up here, you had the commissioner verbally apologize to you for that scenario, and you have to realize that we did have a terrorist event that happened unlike anything we've had in the city today, where bombs were exploded. Both myself and Jason were had an assassination attempt, so they were probably out on pretty high alert. They were probably going out and looking for this person very, we'll say, definitively and effectively, right? And at the end of the day, you weren't arrested, right? And it was you do feel harassed, but I want you to know that had that gone completely south, and you come down here, you're going to get your property back, you're going to get your weapons back, you're going to get your money, your fines back. Those types of things are going to happen. Will you get the time back? No. But what you will do is you'll learn that there's a community here that supports you, right? And you also had the commissioner here just step in and say, hey, look, just to solidify, these are your rights, and we're sorry if you felt harassed. I mean, I don't think it can go any better. Obviously, that's not a situation anyone wants to be in. But as far as like the round table goes, that's awesome. That's respect on both sides of the aisle, in my
100%. I totally agree.
Yeah, I accept the apology, and I'll conclude, my complaints.
Thank you
Absolutely.
so much.
I think those are concerns, my friend, and I appreciate it.
Agreed.
If I could just get my radio back to you, buddy.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Thank you. I just had a question
I was
in regards to the Bolo situation. No, you're good, you're good.
Go right ahead.
Hey, Pat, did we finish up all that stuff, or are we still going?
Do you have more policies to share?
We have some more questions from the officers and things like that. But yeah, the situation that you and I are working on, the case that you and I are working on, is still active.
That's cool. I just didn't know because I just came back from the thing. I was trying to catch up what was going on.
You're good. We're in debate round table right now. We're just having like a group debate now.
People are happy to still keep going. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Go ahead.
I do have
was it Luke? I had a question.
Yeah, it was me. In regards to Bolo, would the questioning a suspect be considered like suspicion-based detainment as well? If there's a Bolo matching his description?
Define questioning.
In regards to like where he's been the last minutes, or like we have in our list of crimes and charges, suspicion-based detainment for suspicious activity of officers may detain up to 10 minutes if behavior is reasonably suspicious.
Within reason, I don't see any issues with that, right? If you have a description and he matches that description and you're trying to probe him for questions to find out whether or not he's, that person, I would assume that if the person is innocent or the criminal, the first few questions are all going to have the same answer. No, I'm not that person. No, I wasn't doing this. No, I wasn't doing that. So you're going to have to do a little bit of probing to figure out whether or not they're telling the truth. A little bit of, kind of guiding them in the right direction to figuring out. Now, if it gets past a point of reason, a point of logic, and it becomes beratement, and you're trying to turn this person into the suspect, I think that's when it becomes harassment, in my opinion.
So if they take somebody in that's a possible Bolo, and come find out it ain't them, so they have to search them in that stuff before
they bring them in. Can you go on the radio, Father Kane? Sorry.
Oh.
So if they arrest somebody who is possibly a Bolo, they have to search them in that stuff, confiscate anything, and let's say come find out they're innocent. What's going to happen with all the stuff that was confiscated? Are they still being processed for that since that was on them, or what's going?
No. So we actually went over that while you were out of city, but essentially, if a person is detained for a crime unrelated to what's going on, say they're arrested wrongfully and their equipment is taken from them, we come down here, we can say, hey, look, this person was wrongfully arrested, here's what happened, they weren't a part of this crime, regardless of the fact that you pulled them out of the vehicle and then you found these things on them, that's not why they're here. They should get that weapon back, they should get any money that they paid in fines back, and their record should be expunged.
And then one last thing is probable cause. Can an officer just kind of just say, you know, like maybe 5 things that would give probable cause to give them access to do searches against somebody's will? What would be probable cause, so we kind of understand that a little bit.
I think Father Kane is actually asking for an officer to represent that question.
Go ahead, boys. Some of you guys should know. All of you should know.
I do not like the quiet.
Brandishing an illegal firearm within city limits or anywhere for that fact if it's illegal.
So, brandishing a firearm in the city limits, okay, that's one. What's some other ones?
Reckless driving, I'll help you out.
You said reckless driving?
Yeah, and I mean by swerving completely off the road through people's yards. That could be drunk driving, drugs, that could be anything. You could be doing anything doing that.
I would say if they're actively avoiding police.
Okay,
that's evading. That's
so evading suspicious activity, or no?
Not suspicious activity. No, I mean.
Okay.
That's reasonable
evading
suspicion.
Police,
It's a
like
question.
You go to pull them over for speeding and they keep driving. That's 100% we're searching you or pulling you. Like
so your biggest one is driving and brandishing a firearm.
Yeah. So visible contraband. Obviously, we don't have.
What about a pickaxe? If they have a pickaxe and a pickaxe,
we just asked them to put them in their backpacks.
You're not going to search
them to put them in their backpacks. We just kind of
almost every single time.
I won't lie to you. As the commissioner, I was attacked by 7 people one day with pickaxes, and I just don't let them in here anymore. That's personally.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I think we got 3 of those. Are there 5 policies that you have?
I was just saying if they knew. I was just saying, is there like 5 basic ones that we can know? I don't know.
So we opened.
There's weed plants right by their feet, you know, and.
Right. I mean, these are basic ones. If you want like a harder one, if they do any major crime, we're searching them, right? But for petty crimes, most of the time,
radio.
Pat them down. If they're coming to the jail, they get patted down regardless. You're not coming through the jail doors or in a cop car without being patted.
Lucas, can you come on the radio for us and then just give us like your couple main things that you use? Since these guys, you had your guys go around, but like you're the commissioner. What are the things that you put out in training for probable cause? Like when you're doing your training for these guys, 1, so we have an understanding of what they're looking for, and 2, just so we kind of have an idea of what your goals are.
Probable cause for arrest or probable cause for jail?
Probable cause for search.
For searching, stopping an individual.
Searching them and their belongings. Most of them are hard crimes, which would be if you have a pistol or anything like that. We see you evidence. If CID has evidence against you that they have seen you with firearms or anything like that, you have a case, probable cause. If you're driving erratically, which is when we see you driving through people's yards, not off the road, not like you can swerve, right? Everybody swerves, people, that's the thing we can bypass. But when you're driving through people's yards, over hills, that's dangerous. You could have drugs, weapons, anything in your car. We don't know why you're driving like that. That's probable cause. Other than that, there's not many for a police officer to search you if they're finding you, right? It's only if they're taking you out of the car and putting you in their car and bringing you to the jail will you be searched.
Okay, so
I have a question for him.
Okay, so I just want to follow up and then I'll open that. So probable cause is essentially if you will receive a report of a person who looks like said individual matches the description, or if you are behaving in an erratic behavior, i.e. driving through someone's yard or brandishing firearms in town, etc.
Yes.
Okay. What was the question that the individual had for follow-up?
Yeah, it's what if you get seen leaving a suspicious area? Would that be reason for probable cause?
If we're talking about drug places, I'm going to be completely honest with everybody in here right now. Police officers do not see processors.
We're not allowed to see processors. We have nothing to do with those. So if that's what you're talking about, then no, we can't use that. But if it's anywhere else, yes, drug dealers, anything like that, 100% we can use that.
Okay.
Okay, that's actually really good information.
I have a question. I don't have a radio, but I don't know if
I got a radio
relay
for you.
this question.
Here, I can. If I drop it, can you grab one?
Yeah, you should be able to. I can drop mine.
Hello, Island.
Because I have two. Were you able to grab that?
Yeah. Let me see. You guys are on 38.
Good. We're down at the police department.
Alrighty.
And we're doing a follow-up debate. You're more than welcome to come down here.
Okay, so I have a question, right? So we make an arrest on somebody, right? And they refuse to give us the code to their vehicle or refuse to open the vehicle to search the vehicle after they've been arrested.
What's the question?
I mean, if they're being arrested, we have every reasonable right to be able to search their vehicle, but if they're refusing to give the PIN code or to open the vehicle for officers to search it because they don't want whatever's in it to be discovered, most of the time they'll just take the fine or the jail time and just waste our time and not open the vehicle.
We can only unlock vehicles with God's help.
So I would say that off island, you would obviously have that suspect's keys.
Search warrant.
Right.
See, and
people refuse to give us any type of push or shove. They will not open the vehicle.
yeah, and I mean, I think it should be written into RP that if you are arrested, then you have to give up the code or open the vehicle, because IRL, you get pulled over and you get arrested, the police are going to search through everything in that vehicle, right? So, exactly. So, either we need to write it into RP or provide a way for police to be able to do that if there's no gods on that can help.
Before we had lockpicks, but those do not currently work.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a fail RP kind of thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Lockpicks don't work if people stole cop cars left, right, and center as soon as they work.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to say this over the radio. Right there. So if the cops have arrested you and you are being detained for something and they have solid proof and you refuse to open up your vehicle, that would probably be something that the PR would have the right to put a PM on you for a presentable measure.
I would add to a failure to identify as well, because we have definitely had that situation multiple times where they will not show us their ID.
So don't make it a charge, because that means it's allowed. It should be an out of the world issue.
Yeah, that's a big one right there. That would, like, you know what everybody was saying down here, that's an RP fail.
Yeah.
So that would definitely be something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's an RP fail. So one thing I want to bring up is the RP situation. That goes for both sides, right? If a police officer asks you to give them your ID, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to end up giving them that ID just for identification. If a robber walks up to you with a gun in his hand and tells you to put your hands in the air, it's a robbery, and you don't do that, and then you end up being shot, like, you also failed because you didn't fear for your life. You said put your hands up and your gun's in your head, and nobody wants to be robbed and nobody wants to have their ID shown, but at the same time we have to do this thing for everybody, because we're all playing our own roles, right? And we have to give the respect to the person that we're interacting with, just like we want that respect. We treat people how you want to be treated in return.
I have a question. When it comes to like the fear for your life kind of thing. Like, I know there's like set rules to what people can ask for, but what would you do in a situation if someone has an unreasonable ask? So like, say you're getting robbed and they say like, give me 50K out your account kind of thing. Like, what would you? Like, I understand that it's against the rules, but what do you do? Because you'd be technically breaking the rule of not fearing for your life for the command. And then, like, you'll get shot, but, like, how would you proceed in that situation?
If that situation goes down, you absolutely want to send a prayer up, like 100%. You want to make sure that you have footage of that happening, send a prayer up, and then someone will be able to get a hold of you and they would likely comp you the money that you lost for that interaction if in that hypothetical scenario. Also, if you wanted to maintain in character, you could come down to the PR office, let the PR representative who's acting at that time know what happened to you, can submit body cam footage to them. We can then come to the police department, work on your behalf, and on in the behalf of the prayer that you work as well, and get that taken care of so that you feel you have closure on that scenario. So you definitely have rights in that.
I'm more so saying, like, in the moment, like, what would you do? Like, do you comply or do you not comply? Because, like, you can get comped and stuff later, but I know, like, in certain islands, if you don't comply, you'll get in trouble as well. So, like, that's what I want to clear up.
Well, here, really quick, on that rule for robbery, it says no unreasonable demands. So, do not demand all of the victim's items if it exceeds a reasonable portion, which is max of 30%. Items, the player committing a robbery may take the cash from the victim that they have on hand, but they may not force the victim to use an ATM to withdraw additional funds.
Okay.
So in that scenario, would you rather them...
In that scenario, you say, no,
comply,
this is all I got.
Okay,
no,
excellent.
you're just on, sorry, this is all the cash I have, and you just dropped a pile of cash.
I appreciate you. So there's awesome.
So in the rules, obviously, like I said, they cannot force the victim to use an ATM to withdraw additional funds.
Okay, so in that scenario, then you don't comply. If he asks you to pull money out of your ATM, you tell him, no, I'm not doing that. And then if he shoots you dead, then obviously you make your ticket and you go about the same route that would have happened. Right.
All right, cool.
Thank you, Louis. Appreciate you.
Does anybody else have any open questions? Maybe somebody on the radio that's listening. If they got any questions, go ahead and shoot it.
And NPS has some questions. We're unable to attend because it's out of our jurisdiction. But I believe we have a couple of questions up here.
38.
Yeah, far away. And then if you have questions specifically for one of the candidates, let us know if it's that candidate or the other. If you want them or both, and obviously you don't have to just ask your open-ended question.
You said 38?
So
38, yeah.
I'm Prince, Chief of NPS. This question's more so oriented towards the cartographer. I know Jason Wall has been very adamant about marijuana legalization. Do you feel the same way?
I do feel the same way as Jason on marijuana legalization. I think that is a medicine, and if you are a non-felon, that you should have the ability to possess and use that at your discretion. Obviously, if you end up with felony type charges, that's going to prevent you from having access to those recreational activities. But I think that it's a medicine and not a drug.
100%.
Do you consider that there should be a limit to what you can have in terms of having like a medicinal card, or?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Just like in the standard scenario, if you have a red card, that doesn't mean that you get to roll around with 200 kilos of bam in your trunk.
Right.
Yeah, there should be a limit, and I think an open discussion with PD and the PR department on what that looks like can be easily established. So definitely you want to have standards and limits within reason, right?
Yeah.
To the gentleman in the NPS, did I answer your question? Do you have any follow-ups?
I believe the gentleman that asked the limits went ahead and asked my question for me.
Excellent.
Would they be, well, never mind on that one. I believe I have one more NPS up here with a question. I'll let him go ahead.
This is Ranger Austin Stunner. My question is mainly for Jason Wall, but it could be for both.
Okay.
What is are you going to push for fishing licenses, and if so, NPS regarding, are you going to also push for game wardens to enforce said fishing licenses?
Still trying to think.
Yeah, I would definitely love to do that. I want licenses and everything like that. I think that would be amazing.
Mine's kind of still in the thought process.
What about you, Mr. Cartographer?
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on that?
I appreciate you. Yeah, I would love to have fishing licenses. And just to take it one step further, one of the programs that I'm familiar with is if you are a veteran or a service member, you can have what's called a lifetime fishing and hunting license.
Yeah,
I think if you put your life and your line on the line of duty, and you've went out here and you served your country, you should have the ability to maybe even get an extended or a lifetime fishing license, so that you don't have to reapply and pay the estate fees every year for it to renewal.
Yeah, I love that idea.
So, second part to that question from Ranger Austin here. Would you then push for game wardens to be added to the NPS to help enforce that? But not only that, but here at the park especially, part of public relations, would you get with the superintendent and see about raising the limit of fish, or how would you go about that?
Yeah, actually, that's one of my my policies that I didn't get to is trying to make a better fishing system for everybody. I know that there's been talks of new things being implemented on it, so I'm not sure exactly where we're going to go with that when the boats and all the stuff like that arrives. But for now, we just want to keep the beaches clean for one. That's one of my biggest policies, is like keeping the shoes and the boots cleaned off out of the rivers. And then the fish, I want to raise just a little bit the amount that we can have in the park, and only because to upgrade rods you need more than 10 fish. I'll just say that. And so it's hard for people to who don't want to go all the way to the ocean to upgrade their rod if they can only pull so much out of the park. So I was thinking about speaking with Rommel about that, and also we have spoke with Rommel in the past about fishing game and how fun it would be and how cool it would be, and especially if we are able to get some more wildlife on the island and specific kinds of fish in specific locations, then it will be necessary. And weight on fishes would be probably the best way to go about policing them. Make sure that people aren't carrying, 50-pound fucking catfish out of the ocean, and that's definitely, and also conserving our waters, conserving the not overfishing at lift-in and stuff like that. We want to implement all those as well.
Thank you. That answers my question on that. Cartographer, what about you on that aspect?
I think game wardens would be excellent for the implementation of obviously fish limits, but also to create areas where you're not allowed to fish and hunt. I think there are certain places on this island that are sacred, and they should be respected, and there should be nothing taken from those areas, almost like a wildlife sanctuary. There are just places, yeah, absolutely, reservation. We should have open space areas where you're not allowed to fish and hunt. Are you allowed to hike there and observe? Yes. But if you were caught taking things from that area, you should be fined for those actions,
yes.
In my opinion.
Yeah, we don't want to take from this island. This island gives to us. We don't take from it.
I'd say take the amount you need, not take.
Thank you. That answers that. But also another one. Since you mentioned the boots, Jason, what would you do, say, to help clean up with all the boots and whatnot? Would you add a drop-off spot for said boots?
Yes.
That way they don't.
Yeah. So I'm gonna petition to get some dumpsters put around fishing spots or disposal areas, whatever we can do that will clean up the beaches, so we're not just throwing them back into the water, and I don't know why there's so many boots in our waters. I don't know who's making them, but we need to figure out who the fuck is dumping so many boots in our waters, and in the process we need to clean it up and keep it, me and my brother, every time we go to the park, we take our boots out of the park and take them to the Montgomery dumpster and dump them in there. I would love if more people would follow that. and just like littering, keep your litter off the ground, go dump it in the appropriate location. But I feel there aren't as many dumpsters spread around as there should be. So to keep our oceans and our, the act is called Clean Beaches for Fishes. So yeah, I cover that in my PR on the government website as well, if you are more interested in that. But yes, I would like to have drop-off locations or some kind of dumpsters for that, to try and see if maybe we can put a dent in some of the pollution in our ocean and our lakes. Thank you so much.
What about you, cartographer, on that aspect?
On the aspect of boots?
Yes.
Should we have volunteers to clean that up?
Yeah. What do you guys think about taking the boots and donating them to the church, like a boot drive, right? The people need boots, right?
Okay.
We can donate them to the community. I know that there's people out there that are fresh off the boat who could use some different things. Maybe they need boots. Maybe someone has an unfortunate scenario. They need an extra pair of shoes. It's a good place to put them. We might need all the excess that we have. I think I like Jason's idea of some extra dumpsters. But if we could use those like a boot drive, during Christmas, something like that, donate those
Your
boots
mouth
to kids
isn't working, bro.
or the community where they're needed. There's a place for them. I think that wherever this is happening, right, wherever these boots are coming from, there's obviously a lot of people who either don't like boots and have them, or we are being flooded with them. So definitely something needs to be done.
Yeah.
Maybe we can put something out in front of the PR for donations where people can check out, like a drop box.
A boot drop-off outside the PR. There you go. That's a great idea.
Boot drop-off clothes, anything like that,
Yeah, a donation
money or
station.
whatever.
Donation station, yeah, like a
That's
book.
what I was going to get into. Yeah,
Take a book, leave a book, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Take what you need type of thing, and then you can have a place where you put things in. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to step on whoever that was. Go ahead.
So I got a question. If we're going to put more dumpsters around, can we implement fines to people that litter?
That's.
I don't see why not.
I think that would be great, honestly, because there's so much litter. Every store you walk into, there's stuff all over the ground, and it causes out of character server lag a lot. So we need to make sure that we are like trying to dispose of these and get them in spots. And that's why one dumpster isn't appropriate, because if everybody dumped their boots at one dumpster, that would probably cause an issue as well. You know what I'm saying? So we need to spread it out a little bit and keep it so there's not so many random things just lugging us all down. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got a temporary solution for that.
Okay.
What we can do for just right now is like, just in the main cities, we could put like some safes down, and if you give me the code, EMS, we get like, maybe one call every 3 to 4 hours. I don't mind driving by and fucking picking up the boots, because we could just dump them in our locker and they just, magically disappear. So I can go around cleaning up the boots if we can put those lockers in set locations and just let everyone know where it's at.
Oh yeah, that's not
I'm
a bad
okay
idea
with
at all.
you taking. I'm okay with you taking the initiative on that, but as far as littering goes and that being a punishable offense, I feel like we should have some sort of announcement to the community to let them know that, hey, this is a thing that's going to be implemented, and give everyone like a few days to like get on board. That way they're not just going to the general store and then they drop their jacket on the ground and then they end up in handcuffs.
Oh yeah, obviously it would be like a slap on the wrist offense if it was, unless it was something very serious.
Yeah,
I will announce if anybody has a traffic cone, you are definitely to bring that to PD. You won't be in trouble. But traffic cones, the volcano sees that as a threat and tends to erupt every single time someone puts a traffic cone down. So if you have them, don't use them. Get rid of them because they're very bad.
Yes.
One of the most important things about being a cartographer is not being in volcanic eruptions. So if you could return your traffic cones, we would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, and same with like the shovels and stuff. There's no reason to be using, all these tools they're trying to give us and implement to us for devious causes. It just ruins it for everybody. Everybody knows that's not how that should work, and we know better than that. So we're all adults here. So I think we just need to be more thoughtful in the future.
Weed seeds back.
Yep, and see, somebody ruined it for us all. So we could have all been growing, but.
But some people
was running
right.
as well.
Protect the plan.
You do have another question from Chief Prince here over at NPS.
Shoot.
It's kind of an unserious question, but I've been listening. I listened to the previous debate earlier today, and I've been listening today. I think one of my unserious question I have is, do you
we're on the radio, channel 38.
or are you both kind of pushing for the same things? Because to me,
I can't hear you, sorry.
I haven't heard you guys disagree on anything.
We disagreed slightly on the consent to search.
Yeah.
We disagreed on like the person's rights.
And
my stance on that is that the person has the right to refuse to be searched, and I feel adamantly that like that is 100% their right, and if they can stand that ground if they choose to.
Yeah, and I want to be clear, I also agreed with you on that. I just meant it would have been smoother for him if he complied. And not that he had to, but it could have possibly, and then we would have dealt with it if it was wrong.
No.
That's all I was saying.
You guys agreed with
we would have helped you.
Again.
Yeah, I did, because I don't want people thinking that I fucking favor the cops or something, because I don't. Well, I am biased,
Yeah, I think where we differ, honestly, mainly is our character traits. You know what I mean?
100%.
Jason, I don't want to speak for you right here, so correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Okay.
But he's more of a woodsman. He prefers to go out fishing and those types of things. And while I do my survey and I have a lot more community interaction with multiple different facets of the community, whether it be oil workers, police officers, people who do things on the other side of the fence. I'm more.
Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you. You're going on a tangent. What did you say about Why am I hearing this double? Sorry. What did you say about consent?
We both agreed that you have the right to refuse consent to search.
You 100% have that right.
But you said it makes it easier.
I was just saying in your particular situation where they had a bolo out for your specific thing, that it might have made it easier when you complied, and it might have made them on edge when you didn't. That's all I was saying. Not that you don't have a right to. It was just a suggestion.
I got a question for you guys that might cause a little bit of controversy.
Uh-oh.
Send it.
In hearing both of you. Now, this is a big one. Okay? So, the PR is designed for everybody on the island. Now I want to know how each one of you are going to work with criminals on the island. And how are you going to maintain not being corrupt yourself? We'll start with Mr. Walls first.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, one thing like he was saying is he has more connections with people like that. I mean, I have no problem with people from any walk of life. I haven't been here as long, obviously, and I have not met as many of you as I probably should have, especially in the criminal life, because I've tried to stay far away from that. But I have no problem working with the criminals, especially, the ones who roleplay correctly and want to have fun and, sell their drugs and shit. I would just obviously want to keep them anonymous for both my sake and their sake. But they wouldn't be treated as criminals. They'd be treated as innocent civilians who are coming to me with a case. And I would look at both sides unbiasedly, regardless of what their background is, or what they should have done here or should have done there, or my opinion on it. It's more about fact and not opinion. And that's what I plan to represent, is the fact of the matter, regardless of how I feel about someone, even if they've murdered me in the past or anything like that. I will still love them. I still love my haters no matter what, and I will treat them fairly.
Mr. Walls, what would be some of your weaknesses maybe that you might find during negotiation with people who are criminals? Do you have weaknesses in that?
Oh yeah, I'm sure I do have weaknesses. One of them most likely being the not knowing that walk of life. Never walking in those shoes, it would be hard for me to relate with the criminals, but I would try my absolute best to relate and to treat them fairly regardless.
My last question is, what happens if you had a friend that decided to become a shit turnip? okay, and this person had came to you and tried to persuade you your decision, how would you go by still keeping that friendship, because you know your friends are important, and still maintaining your PR role?
I would just let them know, you know, straight up, like, I cannot and I will not break my integrity just because you're my friend. Like, I trust what they would say, but it wouldn't affect the investigation, and I would keep that out because, like I said, it's about facts, not opinions or feelings. Like, even my own brother, if my own brother were to go murder somebody and then come to me and be like, "Oh, help me," I would not unless he had proven that it was under, self-defense or something like that. Like, it doesn't. Nobody's gonna sway me. I'm unbreakable, and you cannot pay me to get on your side. I don't want your money. I don't want dirty money. I'm here to make the island better, and that integrity needs to be held if we are gonna make this island better.
True Path. How about you? How are you going to work with criminals and not become corrupt?
Well, I'd say everyone here knows that my integrity is unshakable. I've faced the police, and when they were having, say, some escalation issues, and I maintained character, I have faced many people who work behind the fence, is what we'll call it, or criminals, and they understand that my integrity is unshakable. Everything that I have ever told someone has been true. I don't lead anyone astray. I've been tested by spiritual forces here on this island. I stood in the face of Satan himself and told him that he could go kick rocks, that we weren't going anywhere. When people told me I should run, I faced the enemy. So my word is proven. There are people here who know me inside and out, and they know that what I say goes. I have worked with everyone from all walks of life on this island, and I don't have a blemish on my record, outside of 2 ran stop signs that I definitely don't hold a grudge for still. We were being chased by a demon. Anyway, but
to finish this up, I want you guys to literally look at each other here, okay? Mr. Walls, Mr. Truepath here. This last question. And I want you to think hard about this. Now, why do you feel that you, Truepath, should have this role versus why Mr. Walls shouldn't?
Because I have knowledge of this island in many facets. The community, the people. I went out and surveyed it. I've listened to the wind. I've understood the messages that have been sent to me. I've put my hard work into this, my blood, sweat, and tears into this. I built this thing from the ground up with my initiative and the support of the community. I never intended to run for the office, but once I was told by the people around me that it was something that they wanted me to do, it took hold in my heart. And I feel that while Jason is a great man, his networking and some of the things that are associated with the people that he would need to associate with may not hold up until he has to prove himself further. I think that later on down the road, if he established those marketing or those networks with those other people, that they would be easier to trust him. But initially, when this is set up, I feel like people would not be as open to come to him with issues that they have, especially on the criminal side of things. And this isn't about just police and people who don't have felonies. It's about every single person involved. And in my personal opinion, I feel like I'm the best candidate to represent everyone on the island, not just the police, not just the criminals or the people who are out in the fields working, but everyone involved.
Mr. Walls, Mr. Truepath is saying that your networking's a little bit small. Can you let the people know on the island here why you would be the better candidate than Mr. Truepath here?
Yes.
And why you've taken the time to run?
While that may be true, I may not have know everybody or have, criminal ties, but I think that's what makes me the perfect candidate. I agree that the criminals deserve a voice, but it's... How do I say this without hurting feelings? I feel like it's easier to be corrupted when such people are feel like you are on their side more or not. Like not you would be corrupted, but I feel like I really don't know how to say this, but more or less what I'm trying to say is Mr. Cartographer does know everybody, but just knowing everybody doesn't mean everything here. If I had spent more time on this island, I'm sure I would know a lot more people, especially on the criminal side. But I don't think that would matter for this position because I'm going to get to know every single one of you as you come to me with your problems. And as I treat you fairly and kindly, and, I think we will build a better relationship than we would have if I had just found you in the wild. And I feel like if y'all give me a chance, I can prove to you that no matter who you are, I'm here for everybody, and everybody's voice deserves to be heard. It's been muted for too long, and I also would never see myself in a role like this. I never wanted to run for any kind of politicals when we came to this island. I just wanted to fish and have a good time with my brother. But seeing the state of everything and seeing that nobody really wanted to step up other than the cartographer really kind of upset me, and it struck a chord in me, and it made me realize that anybody could be right here right now. Any one of you could have chose to run against him, but I did. I stood up, and it's because I believe and I love this community with my whole heart. Even the criminals, even the killers, even the cops who were corrupt, I still love every single one of these people. This community has done so much for my mental health alone, and so I feel like to continue this, it would warm my heart to be able to meet each and every one of y'all and work through your problems together from an unbiased opinion, no matter what. Uh, yeah, that's about all.
I'd like to address the statement about corruption that he made just because it was brought up. If able. Will you allow that, Father Kane?
Go ahead.
So, I myself have worked with criminals that are on this island in the process of selling information. Almost every single person who's on this radio or in this lobby has worked with me in some regard. And every one of you know that I am not corrupt in any way. Once I retired, I quit selling that information, and I have people that have reached out to me, I've turned them down and said, hey, look, I'm retired. Furthermore, in character and out of character, I am a veteran, and my integrity is unshakable. When I say something, I mean it. I'm not going to break. You can't corrupt me. You can't corrupt me with spirits. You can't corrupt me with money. And you certainly aren't going to sway my morals. It's just not worth the principle. I'm here for the people of this island, not for myself.
If I'm being honest, I just couldn't think of something bad to say about you.
You got a tough opponent in front of you, my friend.
I do, and that's why I love this. Like he's mentioned multiple times, regardless of which one of us win, I fully believe that this is going to be the change this island needs, and we will both, either one of us, or anybody else beyond, if our positions were to get elected again and we elect more people, I believe anybody who gets in this position will make the change for this island correctly.
Now, let's also understand, folks, the reason that you've not seen these people go really hard head-to-head with, political debating is because, simple fact, this is the first time doing it. So yes. I have personally told these two to kind of hold back from that. I know a lot of people are wanting to see more of that. But with this being the first time, we're just kind of doing it straightforward. But I will tell you something that I do see. I see that Mr. Walls, even though he is standing high against a opponent that has a lot behind him, do not let that man sleep on you, because I'm telling you right now, Mr. Walls and Mr. Truepath are both equal in my eyes. But saying this, I would have to say, giving the short notice that Mr. Walls has, he has prepared himself heavily and hard. He has come out with boxing gloves. This guy has showed up to the fight. Every time that there has been a meeting, Mr. Walls has been there. But saying that as well, I want you guys to know that Truepath, even at the beginning, whenever I shared this vision of the PR thing itself, he has backed it 100%. He has put every dime and every penny that he's had towards this, pushing it and helping me to create this. And I'm going to tell you now, if you ever needed a friend, a leader, somebody to give you a spiritual journey on any island. Mr. True Path, ladies and gentlemen, is somebody that if you've never got out here and got lost on the map, I highly suggest you do it with. Folks, I just want to thank everybody coming out here, hearing our two candidates for this. If you, anybody that's, taking pride in this, please get on Fountain Book. Tell people who to vote for. Not only is their posters important, but now your voice is important. Over this next 24 hours, I'm going to have the government possibly put up a poll for these two, and you can vote. Probably the voting will start as soon as they're able to do that. But like I said, go out, start campaigning your person. Go around telling people, man, I'm down for Mr. Walls. I'm down for True Path. Folks, this is it. We're down to the last 24 hours, and we're going to have our first elect on the island. And then they're going to be sworn in. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys for your time.
Thank you
Vote
all.
for Tor and True Path.
Vote for Wall. We'll all stand tall. Thank you.
You guys want this, Vic, or you want me to go ahead and send it back to
Sure, yeah, my
We're
question.
trapped. Okay, there he is.
Oh, hey, wait, you have a question? Go ahead.
No, what's
ahead.
you?
Oh, you serious?
Wait, is that Walls?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Wall is
yeah.
red, True
Wall,
Path is blue.
W-A-L-L, just Wall. I would give you my...
We should have a debate about, consent to search.
What's still left
Like
out,
me
my
and
friend?
you?
Yeah. VPD, laws.
Tell him to come down there to the
Yeah,
PR and talk
come
to
on
you
down to
guys
the
about
PR. We can continue talking about it.
Come down to the PR office. I'm headed down there right now. I got some stuff I'm dealing with. If you want to, it's the building right across from the fire department. I think maybe you and I agree on the consent to search, but maybe if you're having a concern that you want to air out, I can help you essentially voice that towards Wall.
Yeah,
it's more consent to search, but then you say, oh, you should have done, comply, then it'll be easier. I disagree on that.
Okay.
It's just a miscommunication.
That's okay.
I got a question for you, buddy.
Yeah,
That's a great reason for you to vote for Tor and True Path.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't, But I want to make it clear that that's
not.
not.
About doing possibly a ride along with him, buddy, or anything like that?
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think misunderstanding in some facet. I feel like I'm just going to air this out right now,
yeah,
because it's happening here. We're not going to make a PR building. So this is going to happen. So what I think he's saying is,
popped out anyway.
You're good. He doesn't want to, he feels like you say, well, if you had or you should have consented to search, then it would have made his life easier. And what he's saying is, well, I don't need to consent to search, and it should not have even arisen to begin with, in a normal scenario. And you are right.
You are right.
And if he was in a normal scenario, he also has a ground to stand on. Because if it was just a basic, you were sitting on the side of the road, nothing had happened during the day that was out of the ordinary, a cop pulls up to you and says, hey, you need to get out, we're going to search your vehicle, then you absolutely are going to be like, no, I'm not going to search my vehicle, right?
Exactly.
In the scenario where there was a recent terrorist act,
yeah,
and the cop could have said to you, hey, there was a terrorist act, and we're searching for someone, and then that would have allowed you to have the warm fuzzy of hey, I don't want to,
I think it's a good idea.
I'm not the terrorist, right?
Yeah, they definitely should have communicated why they were going to search you and what was going on.
100%.
But all I was saying, if they give you a command, you should probably follow it, because it takes less time away from them trying to catch the actual criminal. You know what I'm saying? But I agree, you have every right to not consent. You do. I'm not saying you don't. I'm not trying to strip rights away from anybody at all.
Running, it's the cartographer, and then.
But honestly, that's not my problem.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I agree with you. It's not your problem. I'm just saying if you wanted to avoid it in the future, it's situational though. It's really situational. Really, I was just talking after the terrorist attack. They're running up. They're searching probably everybody in the area, and they were trying to get through, figure out who's who. That's all I was trying to say. But I agree, in normal situations, you should not have to consent.
They're very similar.
It's like, hey, here's my ID. You know who I look like? What I look like? What I
True
do.
Paths, like I said, is more about utilizing programs
What?
within the community. I think Mr. Walls was more focusing on a lot of stuff.
I mean,
like fishing.
I show my ID.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I look like.
Yeah, I think that'd be beneficial
my
for people
name.
who weren't able to attend.
Yeah. If you shared your ID.
But
Yeah.
what would be suspicious? Like, oh yeah, maybe this guy's hiding something.
Not do that.
It's like, why would you suspect that? Because anybody can do that. That's like maybe south of Fountain.
Yeah, and that's why we're here, you know, because that it might have been discrimination, but I feel like it probably wasn't.
Being like, oh yeah, makes it easier if you know.
Yeah, that was a poor choice of words.
Pick a juicy couple topics and.
That's the only issue
I was running for something, you know.
But maybe in the future, you probably like, you know, reevaluate.
Yeah, I feel like if you were to ride along with the cops and get to see what they do,
push the buttons, and you know, you probably be
a politician.
You know, just everything else, you know,
be too far fetched.
You go on that.
Yeah, I feel you.
It doesn't matter who wins on this. Like the biggest thing of it is.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard to
both.
Mr. Truepath. You were stopped because there was a white van that matched the description of your van, and there was a recent terrorist attack, right? So that's the reason that they pulled you, right? And you were in Montgomery, and the terrorist attack was also in Montgomery. So unfortunately, bad scenario, you were at the wrong place at the wrong time, and you fit the description of that same individual.
Yeah,
now,
I even asked you guys questions at the debate.
Right. I unfortunately disconnected at the debate.
Yeah, he did. That's why we did
Father
this.
Kane spoke for you.
I appreciate you, Father Kane, but I'm just letting you know that, like, you absolutely have the right to not consent to that. You absolutely have the right to say, I am not that guy. I'm not that guy.
We're still here.
And if they did proceed to bring you down here and arrest you, take your weapons, and it was found out that you weren't that person, you would receive your money and your belongings back and an apology from the department. And if that doesn't happen, you come to the PR, and then we take care of you, and the same thing will happen afterwards.
Yeah, and I want to make it clear, if something were to happen like that, I wouldn't be like, oh, well, you should have done this. I would take both sides and fairly consider the facts. You know, not what my opinion is of you should have complied. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. What matters are the facts, and that's what I would go through and present myself and the higher-ups with. You know, if there was corruption happening. It wouldn't matter if I feel like you should have done this or feel like you should have done that. It doesn't matter what I think. What matters is the facts. I just want to make that clear.
You also have to look at it from the
profiling and, you know, discrimination.
Yeah, and there's definitely a possibility that's what it was. And if it was, then we want body cam footage and we want those officers to be held accountable. Because we don't want discrimination on this island. We come to this island to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? We would come to this island to get away from racism and get away from the bullshit.
Yeah.
What's going on,
Because here we're all islanders. You know what I mean? We're all the same people, regardless. We're all a community.
I've been not online as much.
Not like the island boys, of course not.
Right.
I myself saying that.
You get to hear
But that's like you have to also look at it from like a civilian / cop point of view, not just the criminal side. So like, if you're in a vehicle that matches the description of the terrorist, they don't know who was all connected. They don't know a whole lot. They just know an event just took place where there was a terrorist that happens to be in a vehicle that matches your description. If they just let you go, the police are not doing their job. And they're just going to let that terrorist go. That's like the whole thing.
Right,
so
we have to take into consideration.
They have to follow up.
They say, oh, he must be a terrorist. We gotta...
No, must be.
No.
It just could be.
No. I don't think anyone's saying that you must be a terrorist. And if someone did walk up to you and say that you must be a terrorist, they're just saying that you fit the logical description of what was given to them. If you're in the same vehicle, then you...
The whole saying is the whole actions. I'm telling you. Actions speak louder than words.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And I think you've heard today, you know, based on some of the policies I put forward, that the police department is behind. Like, nothing that I said here today is not already agreed upon. I haven't presented any policies, I haven't presented any programs, not one of them that is not going to go into action. Every single thing that I've said today is a fact. It's something that I can make happen, and it has already been approved of. None of it is speculation, none of it is a false promise. Everything has been agreed upon and is in place and is actively, honestly, in work. Everything from the PR reduced program, sentencing, all the way to establishing a jury, a judicial system, lawyers, a judge, district attorneys, everything. So none of this here is speculation, and all of it is going to happen if you vote for me.
It depends. I gotta see it happen.
Well, vote for me, and it will.
This is speculation. Sorry, I
That's
don't
not
want to go back and
speculation.
forth, but
You
we'll
go
see.
walk around town, my
It's
friend,
just
and
a
ask.
lesser of the evil.
Yeah,
It's
no, go
pretty
walk
much.
around town. I challenge you to walk around town in this office, anyone that you run into, and tell me you spoke to the cartographer, and tell them that find a person that I've lied to or wronged or led astray. You
Yeah,
won't find
I
one.
agree, Luke. It's like, how do you expect? Yeah,
The only
it's
person
just
I know that
kinda
doesn't like the
being
cartographer is Parmelo Jean.
I mean, I don't.
That's probably for
it's
good
not like
reason.
I hate
I'll
guys,
take care
but
about
just
the John.
like
That's the only
you
All
can
right,
just make
Mr.
good points,
Cartographer,
but
I have to
it's
get out
just
of
like,
here.
who,
Yes, sir.
who is
Yes, sir.
like, legit?
Yes, thank you guys so much.
See you, Jason.
We got to get out of here. Thank you so much, sir.
All right.
It's been a pleasure.
Hey, dude, I pleasure. I thank you for coming in and having this debate with me, man.
No,
Again,
dude, you deserved it.
on
Like
the
I
heels
said.
of what happened.
Yeah, you deserved it,
I
bro.
appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm glad that you
Thank
got
you.
to air your policies. You made me think about some of mine a little deeper,
Hey.
man.
I forgot
sir.
to tell you, if it's a tie, you guys have to fight to the death who gets it.
Sounds good.
You guys gotta be naked, so no RPGs. being shot out.
I'll take you surveying somewhere you don't come back from.
Yeah. For real, though. All
Good for
right.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Appreciate
take care,
y'all.
Mr. Wall.
Yes, thank you. You too. Y'all take care. Be safe out there.
Hey, Jason.
Yep.
Before
Yes,
you
sir.
leave,
Yep.
is Lucas here still?
Yep.
Hey, does he need to return
Oh,
those
yeah.
things to you?
You want
Does
those
he need to
things?
return those things?
Yeah,
Or is-
what's
do you
the
wanna
way?
Those things
hang
that
on to 'em?
Davison gave me? Or should we wait till after the election?
Octavia, you have my radio.
Let's just
I
wait till
didn't
after the
leave.
election.
I
I know where they're at. I know,
Yeah.
it's
They're not going anywhere.
They're not going
I would
anywhere.
like to keep them.
Yeah, I would
in the
prefer
event
to
that
as
someone
well.
murders
Yeah,
that
yep,
attempts
you
to.
boys are good till
Why do I have
Keep
two
the
radios?
election. Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Wait, why do you
Thank you
have
so much.
Appreciate you.
Not a
Thank you.
problem. It's not a
I
problem.
have no.
Problem.
Hey, I have two radios.
Can
Did
I
take
can I
one
have the
of
black
yours?
Subaru until I'm
This fucking guy. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good
Hey,
one.
thank you, Lucas, for letting me use your office.
Not a problem.
Later, brother.
Anytime.
Later. That Moorhead? Have a good one, Moorhead. Appreciate you. Hey, appreciate your security, man.
Always.
Appreciate
You
you.
can roll with me if you want.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Michael
shit.
Jackson stands
And he's
for
gone
us.
again.
Oh, look, if he
Damn
can
it.
stand on them tippy toes, so good. Oh, never
Yeah,
mind. What?
yeah, that's why. He got raptured. He got raptured. Not my brother.
What kind of radio is it? Oh shit! What happened?
Yeah, it's Fountain City's a little hard for him to be. Yeah. Hip hop.
I thought you were given a police radio.
I mean, one of the
Should I just follow up on this case with you?
Yeah, the evacuation was a little crazier.
Yeah, it was, dude. I'm glad you were there, though.
Passenger door wide open. I'm just rolling down the grass on the road, non-stopping. I was like, I don't know who to trust at the moment. I'm gone.
Yeah, no shit. I don't blame you, bro.
Yeah,
we got the fuck out of there, too.
You guys want to roll down to PR?
Right, yeah, man. I made sure y'all made it to the building.
Yeah, dude.
Y'all made it to the car. And
You did a great job, bro.
I made sure my ass got out.
Yeah, you did a great job, bro.
I hope I see you.
Where's your brother at?
He popped out right here.
I mean,
yeah,
don't get me wrong,
poor guy.
I
Can't stand the
appreciate
city.
how it's come, a long way.
Do you need help getting back to Montgomery? Or
Nope,
you
I got
you
my
have a
truck.
right?
Yep, I got my truck here. I'm just waiting for him
I
to pop
appreciate
back,
you
and
guys.
then we'll head back over there.
Speaking to?
I'm just gonna hang out right
the
here
same
first.
guy I put over twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it'll be a bit easier when all these people start leaving.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking too. Once everybody kind of dips.
Yeah, I didn't meet you yet.
Okay.
I
What's
met
up, Joe?
Seabreeze and
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'd love to be able to work with you and the cartographer about setting up some safes around
All
like
right,
the
man.
main cities.
Yeah.
So we can market for people, so
That's
that way
a
I
good
can just
idea,
go around
Richard.
collecting the boots, just as a temporary solution until they can
Until they
make
can
an
make
actual
dumpsters,
like
like a
something you
disappear
can
spot or
dispose
something.
of them.
Yeah. I know. I just didn't know if that's like something they could implement or not.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, or like they could make something kind of like a monetary kind of
Yeah.
solution, so you
Which
can give them to
some
the
people
general store, and they'll give you like a bit of money for the boots.
Yeah, some people
just so
say
that
you
way
can
it's...
sell them at the pawn shop apparently, but I've never been able to do it. So.
Whoa, my
Yeah,
bad.
I don't
You're good.
think you probably can.
Yeah,
There's
somebody
no
said you
option
sell them for
it.
$15. That's what they said, but I don't
I have not
know,
seen
like
it.
in the actual shop itself, not the like auction. That's what they said, but I've never been able to do it or seen it myself either. So I think he just was confused.
Yeah, I am. I'm in a meeting. I'll come down in a second.
Kane is at PR if you guys want to come down and hang out at PR.
Yeah, I'll probably head down to PR.
Yep.
Are you guys gonna be logging out?
Yeah, I'm gonna be flying out.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you guys be safe.
Hell yeah, you too, buddy.
Good job, my friend, man.
Thank you.
I think you did great in your debate, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys in there. I don't mean to hold you. I
No,
know
you're
you're gonna
good.
head out now, buddy. Yeah, man, I've been looking to get involved in the legal system, man. I'm currently in law school right now.
Oh yeah, you were the one just talking with us, huh?
Yep, I'm getting ready to head down to PR and see what I can find out about that, and want to hop on and help out as soon as I can, man.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're excited about the new positions too. Regardless of if I win or he wins, it's definitely being implemented. So we need it, dude. It's bad. Like we really need a lawyer. I actually wanted to go to be a lawyer, but I'm not in law school. So obviously they're gonna take somebody who's in law school or knows the law better. I was just gonna pull shit out of my ass, you know what I mean? But that's a little hard to do sometimes in the courtroom. So.
That is true. I mean, hell, even being in law school sometimes it can get overwhelming, especially the fine print. But yeah, man, I just thought I just wanted to give you my thoughts on your debate.
Thank you,
man.
dude. I really appreciate that.
Man.
I've literally never done anything like this in my entire life. Like,
hey, man. I'm just glad that you stepped up to the plate, man.
Yeah, me too, honestly. Yeah, I know, like, I don't know if you know Chunky. He used to be around a lot. But he's the one who threw my name in the ring, and I was like, really, me? And I sat there and thought about it. I was like, well, fuck it, you know, like, it's good RP regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like,
great RP, man.
Yeah, like, we got the whole public together to just debate and talk about shit. Like, that's fun as fuck. I don't care who you are.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, and you made a lot of good points. Your opponent made a lot of good points. So I mean, regardless, either one of you that win, I'm looking forward to.
Right, and that's what I hope the community sees as well. That, I mean, their vote counts more than anything. But either way, we're going to take care of the island. You know what I mean? It's not going to be, one of them is here for nefarious deeds and is actually, runs the mob. You know, it's like we're both legit, non-felon civilians who want to make a change in the society for everybody. Not just, the civilians, not just the police, but for everybody.
Yeah, man. And while I was watching you guys debate it, it kind of inspired me. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to try to be the district attorney or if I wanted to run for judge, but I think I'm going to throw my name in there and try to become judge. If not, then try to set my sights on district attorney. Either way, I'm just looking forward to working in the judicial system.
Yeah. And you seem like a fair and a just man, like, I'm sure. I mean,
when it comes to being a judge, man,
you got to really be,
unbiased. Unbiased. Like, I believe you were asked about corruption. When you're a judge, your job is to not create any new crimes. You're just there to decide if they broke the law,
right? If
they're guilty of breaking the law.
There's a lot of little things, a lot of little things that the judges have to do that nobody else really has to. They have to be held to like a higher standard and shit. I agree.
Exactly, because if you have a corrupt judge, it makes the whole entire system bad.
Just like in real life.
Yep. Same with the officers, man. Same with the officers.
Yeah, exactly. Same with the criminals too. Like a lot of these criminals are awesome people, but when the dude rolls up on you and shoots in the head without saying anything, that's not cool. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Like,
regardless.
I'll be honest. I got robbed earlier today over in Montgomery.
I'm sure.
Came down, reported it to the police department. I complied, and it was a great little. Well, I call it great, but it wasn't a great moment. But it was a good little RP because they have the same right to RP their whoever they want to be, same as any law-abiding citizen, man.
I agree. All right, I gotta
get. Want to stop you?
Yeah, no, you're good, man. You're good, man. I'm just gotta get my brother out of here before he pops again.
I got you. Alrighty, y'all take care.
Oh yeah, you too, brother. Your name one more time, Tanner? I know it's Tanner, last name, right?
Yeah, David Tanner.
David Tanner, man. All right, hell yeah. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Have a good rest of your night.
You too, man.
Go ahead and hop on in, or do you want to walk out?
I should probably walk.
Okay. You just popped again. That's okay, I'll wait. We'll get you out of here, don't worry. Just.
My headset's.
Is it dying?
75% maybe.
Oh, you'll be alright. Yeah, it's just Fountain City don't like you very much, buddy. I'm just glad that I haven't been fucking head popping. I was able to voice all my concerns without even disappearing once. Well, that was a great conclusionary debate. I feel like he feels a lot better about the election now that he was actually able to air his policies and stuff, and he should. I agree. I couldn't think of anything bad to say about him, dude. I was trying to think of like how this criminal ties could lead to corruption and shit, but then he took it personally, and I was like, oh, damn it, now I feel bad. Like, I know he's a veteran, you know, veterans are unshakable, you know, and so I didn't mean to, like, do it like that, but I didn't know what to fucking say. He fucking said that I don't know people enough, so I was trying to think of an insult to come back at him with, but I could not for the life of me think of anything other than he might be corrupt, and even though he was like, I'm not corrupt, and I'm like, I know he's not corrupt, but fuck, what else was I supposed to say? Like, he smells like doo-doo? Like, what the fuck else? I didn't know what else to say bad about it. There really isn't anything bad that I know of. Especially in character, you know? So, I think it went really well, though. I don't see any issues with what happened.
The best thing you could have done is, I have nothing bad to say about my opponent. He's a great, you know, I don't know, though.
Yeah, but they wanted us to.
I know they did. I know, that was the point.
I was trying to, role play it a little bit, but
it worked perfect.
Not really worked perfect, but it did work. I kind of felt bad because I think he took it a little personally. It sounded like, but because then he says like out of character, I'm a Marine. They'd never shake mine. I was like, oh shit, I didn't mean to like strike that chord on you, buddy. I just literally could not think of anything other than that to say bad about him. Oh, damn, I should have called him out for the chicken thing. That's what I should have done. Just be like, well, no, because then he'd be like, what the fuck, dude, you sold me out. Yep. Straight down the street. Yeah. Like not towards the PR building, but away.
I think if we can get at least a block away, I should be fine. It's just there's a lot of stuff there.
I know, and everybody just left, so you might be better off now. Because there's nobody left here. It's what it is all the PD stuff that's in there, and the helicopter and all that shit. Those assets are what probably keep crashing you. fuck? Talking shit? No, I'm just playing.
Talking shit. Talking shit about you specifically.
I know. I heard my name. That's why I was like, what?
No, not really. Did I say your name?
I thought maybe you didn't. It just sounded like it. Sounded like it. Don't matter though.
Oh God, you sound like a demon.
Uh-oh.
I say it again.
I just said it sounded like you said it, but I don't know for sure.
Oh no,
I didn't know.
I said
Okay.
I'm gonna go down here and shake some babies, and then
That's what. Okay.
I said I'll see you tomorrow, brother, and that was it.
It was probably shake some babies. I misheard as Jason for some reason.
Oh yeah, I said I'm gonna go down here to PR and shake some babies if you know what I mean.
Dude, legit, I want to apologize. I had no fucking bad thing to say about you. I just came up with that corruption line out of my ass, and then I was like, he's not corrupt. Why the fuck am I even saying that? I should have been like, it's the leader of El Pollo Loco. Just fucking. That's what I should have done. But then I was like, I don't want to call him out for that either. I was sitting there racking my brain like, what bad thing can I say about it? I was like, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, Spicoli put us on the spot pretty good when he was like, well, if you guys just agreeing on everything, and then I knew where I did disagree with you, but I didn't want to go into it, and Father Kane kind of forced it out of me. But,
yeah.
You know, I think that's really, if I had any qualms, it was my thing, same thing I had with Elijah. I told him, like, I just have I have the experience of all the people, you know what I mean? Like, of dealing with it and being here. And that's not to say that you won't.
No, of course not. You do. Like, that's just a fact. Yeah.
I just have the time in the trade, you know what I mean? And, and that's really where we differ. I mean,
honestly. It is. Yeah. I 100% agree with that. And that's why I tried to make a point that saying, you know, even if I don't know y'all, I want to get to know y'all, you know what I mean? So I think it worked out good for both of us. Like, you brought up my weakness. Yeah, you still brought up my weakness, and it helped me, like, you know, kind of bring it into the light a little bit, and like, but it also showed a little bit of strength in the moment of weakness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was good. You did a great job. You stood your ground, man.
I tried my best. I've never done public speaking like that. I mean, I rap on stage constantly, but that's a little different.
Right, and I do public speaking quite a bit.
Yeah, I could tell you're really good at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I work for the government, man.
Yeah, so you got it.
And I did front-facing VA stuff all the time for
get your
veterans.
Gator boots off my goddamn thing.
Yeah, done a lot of public speaking. So part of my skill set for sure.
Yeah, dude, you do a great job. I really think this is gonna be a close race, if I'm being honest. Like, there's some people who are like swayed one way, and then when you were finally able to give your policies, they definitely swayed back your way. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it was so I felt so unfair that you didn't get a chance to air your policies right and everything.
Right, man. Yeah.
You should have started walking, Branson. What the fuck? I'm sorry. He just popped out again.
Well, I've got meetings with potential DA and potential public defender down at PR.
I was just talking with you.
If you want to come down there, you're more than welcome to come down there.
All right. Yeah, I gotta get him back to Monty because he can't survive here. But he
well,
hey, no matter what.
Again, man, you didn't have to do what you did today. You know what I mean? You could have easily just walked away and said, "Hey, you disconnected," and you know that's on you.
Oh yeah, I'm not. I like giving people a fair chance, though. You know what I mean? Well, my thing too is like I know people don't read, bro. They're not gonna read our shit. We got to tell them. You know what I mean? You got to tell them because they're not gonna read nothing. They hardly read the rules most of the time. Like.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Yeah, so I felt like it was not fair at all that you didn't get to air your policies, and you did. Like in the beginning, you didn't expect the timer to just run out like that. You know, like
no, I thought I had more time.
Yeah, I swore you would have, you should have too, but you know it happened, so you know it's not a big deal. But at least we got it ironed out. Sadly, it wasn't as big of a turnout though, but there was still quite a bit of people there who turned up and got to listen. And the radio people, I'm sure, got to hear it while they were out doing whatever they were doing. So I think it worked out for you, in your favor for sure, buddy.
It's the best that it could have been with what happened.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
You know. And like I said, however this thing goes down, I got your back, dude, no matter what.
Oh, yeah, same, brother. And regardless, you know, if you win, hit me up or I'll come help you do whatever you need. And if I win, I'm going to be calling your ass a lot. So just be ready for that.
Yeah, and the next time somebody tells you to put your fucking hands up, put your hands up.
Yeah, I should have. I was scared. I was literally panicking. I could not remember what button to press.
Yeah.
So I like crouched behind that Jeep, and yeah, I shouldn't have done that. But I thought that I was fearing for my life by hiding, but apparently that's not part of the rules. So I understand that now, and we're gonna move past that.
I heard you panic. You panicked and then said, "Suck my dick."
Yeah, yeah. That's how I
Remind me
panic.
not to be around you while you're panicking.
Yeah, it's true, man.
It was funny as hell. But,
Oh yeah.
I hate that happened. Funny.
Well, yeah, I was just mad
that was
because
your reaction.
they didn't even fucking say anything. That's what I was mad about.
Yeah,
so
that
I
guy's
was just
going
like,
down, bro.
why should I RP with you if you're not going to RP with me? That was my option. But that's not how I should. That should not be the mindset. You know what I mean? So that's corrected. I've calmed down. I'm not upset about the ticket. You know, a lot of people fought for it, and I understand. And I understand why.
I had your back, but
yeah, I get it for sure.
That said, though,
yeah.
I'm glad you stuck around, man. I know
Oh,
you were
yeah.
thinking about dipping.
Yeah, I was, but I made a promise to you, so I was going to do this regardless.
Right.
You know, I wasn't going to leave you out to dry.
Yeah, it would have looked terrible if I had ran by myself.
Yeah, it would have
looked like a dictatorship.
Yeah, right, and that's the opposite of what we want. Speaking of that, you see Freeman's not the president anymore? They're going to be doing that soon?
I did not see that.
You didn't? Okay, yeah. I guess Freeman's not the president, and they must be setting up some shit for presidential elections.
Maybe you can run for that.
I don't know if I want to run for that. I think PR is enough responsibility.
Yeah, I'm good. President sounds crazy.
Yeah, president sounds a little way too much. But yeah, it's interesting that he's not President Freeman anymore. And then they were saying something about elections again, so maybe something in the future brewing. But I'm assuming we need more population before they're going to do something like that.
Yeah, I would as well. And that's.
Well, hopefully that's our jobs. Yep. Hopefully we can do our jobs right and keep these people here, and maybe even get some people back that left and have you watch my videos or somebody else's videos. You know, maybe they'll see it that it's changed and that people are acting better and they'll come back. Yeah, that's my
I want
hopes.
to put out videos, bro, but like 85% of what I do is like under wraps. You know.
Yeah,
now
I
that
know.
Maybe I'm down here in the PR, and it doesn't change now that I have anonymous people.
Right.
It's like I can't stream because I'll be revealing secrets, man. And I don't want
Yeah,
to do
but can they not? They're not supposed to use that though, right?
No, what I'm saying is like if I go to a specific place on the map,
gotcha.
and it has a specific material, somebody can be like, oh, it's at that exact grid coordinate. Like
that's every time I've done anything exploring like that, I just don't pull up my map, and if I'm getting close to somewhere, I'll pause the broadcast and just like roll up in there. Like with the cave, I just started the broadcast in the cave. Nobody knew where I came from. I never pulled up my map. You know, you just got to be a little cautious about stuff like that. But I understand. There's a lot of times where I come and I don't broadcast because I'm talking about sensitive information or doing sensitive things that I don't want to get out. Because I don't want to spill Gator secrets. That's the last thing I want to do. You know, that's the fun of this island is people get to find them for themselves. You know what I mean? Or have somebody show them the magic. You know, I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, you could just da-da-da and all of a sudden this happens. You know, like I want people to figure that shit out for themselves or have somebody, you know, during roleplay pull them into it, not just have them go watch a video and be like, oh, cool, I can go get it fucking this from here, you know?
Right, 100%. And just, if I had any requests for the future, like, just don't tell anyone they can get up there. You know what I mean? I'm sure you know how to get up there.
Yeah.
I've been telling people that they can't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, that's good
Well,
because,
you're
going the wrong way.
Dying a lot.
He starts running the wrong direction.
Martowski, this way. Follow my voice.
Yeah, he's got to run out of town. I was going to slowly drive next to it with my lights on. Oh, shit.
Anyway.
All right.
We're good.
God, you scared the shit out of me. I thought I was going to hit you. This thing don't break like the other cars do.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later, Kotaku. Have a good one.
You too, Will.
Left, right, left, right, left, Just you're walking the dog. Yeah, I really think it's literally just PD that's causing that issue. Yeah, it's just because they have so much shit in there, you know, a bunch of cars parked in the back, a bunch of other stuff. Whoa, well, the light just kicked on. That was crazy. No, I'm gonna keep going straight all the way back. You don't want to take these back roads walking, you're gonna get fucking lost. But you could take that road, yes. And then you take a right, and then you take a left, and then you take a right, and then you'd go all the way, follow that dirt road all the way up to Monty. Yeah, I think you'll be alright to get in. I know, that's why I'm like trying to get you out of here, Bubba. Oh fuck. Headlights on, there we go.
Thank you very much.
No problem, buddy.
I just had some really bad headaches there for a minute.
Yeah, it's so weird how when you were inside it wasn't really I mean, I guess you did have a headache, but you didn't have it 3 times in a row like you did outside.
No, even during... You just were looking
forward.
You didn't see, but I popped out 5 or 6 times.
Oh my god.
During the course of
yeah, I was worried you were gonna get trapped in there.
I didn't count, but it was probably 8 times.
Yeah, I was worried you were gonna get trapped in there, pop in and scare the fuck out of an officer.
Oh, so was I, dude. You have no idea. And then they'd come in.
Yeah. How the fuck did you get in here? You're cheating, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't shoot. Yeah, that would not have been good. That's why I'm glad that guy kept asking those questions to clarify, because they killed some time while I was waiting for you to pop back in so we could leave. Yep, yeah, definitely worked out. Oh yeah, it all worked out.
I definitely need to go out for a little bit.
Me too.
Charge my a little bit. You did amazing. You did a great job.
I tried.
It'll be where it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna turn out how it turns out either way. Well, and you set an example for, you know, it's the David and Goliath story, you know what I am, essentially.
Not in my opinion, but...
Well, I'm just saying, like, there's someone that's well known by everybody that's been here forever.
Yeah, but that's not always a good thing.
No, I know.
That was the point I was trying to make, but I couldn't think of how to articulate it.
No, you did great. You articulated great, bro.
No, I didn't, because that was when I was talking about the corruption stuff. I should have been like, you know, just because you know everybody doesn't mean everybody likes you, or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, but I couldn't think of how to fucking say it. I was struggling so hard trying to think of it. And then I just moved past it.
He seems like he's alright.
Yeah, I talked to him. I talked to him, yeah, he's fine. He was just taking a tall stand because there was the end and he had to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was more trying to say that just, not that you're corrupt, but that people might not like you as much because you've known everybody so long. Which that's still not true either.
Yeah.
Because everybody does like him, as far as I've known. Yeah, like... That's because he's, you know, done good things for people and set up community events, and that's because he's done good things, you know. People like you when you do good things. People don't like you when you do shady things, you know, and that just reflects no matter what, so...
Right.
But I think either way, we're going to be helping each other out with this position regardless.
Yeah, it's going to help the island. That's what matters.
Yep.
In a positive way, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm gonna run over there.
Okay. Bro, I had $9,000 on me that whole time. What's up?
Is that Richard? Is that Richard?
No, I think it's Fez, yeah.
Fez. Oh, Fez, I'm sorry, yeah.
Oh, Fez, I'm sorry, yeah.
I just seen the EMS, I was like, who the hell?
It just been wrapped up that debate. Went pretty good. The ending conclusion of it.
Yeah, I was there for most of it.
Hell yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Hanging out, seeing what everybody had to
Well,
say.
I gotta go
Yeah.
before my shit dies.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll see you later, buddy.
We're gonna go squat in the bar.
Is headset dying again?
Yeah. Thing only lasts like 3 hours. And that's
we need
with
to
a battery
GoFundMe for a
pack.
new headset.
For real though, that'd be awesome. Get something that lasts forever, man. They have these other battery packs we
Man.
need to look into.
Yeah, I got like an Astro A30, and my thing lasts for like days when it's charged.
Really?
And
Holy
then it's
shit.
nice. Yeah, but I mean they're a couple $100, but even once
Yeah.
it gets low, I can plug it in and it stays going.
Yeah, he got the MetaQuest 3S Xbox edition when it first came out, so we thought it was gonna be better than it was, but apparently they didn't do much extra with it. We should have looked into it a little bit more is what I'm saying, but you know what? It's gave us a lot of fun. It's got us here, got us on this island, so I'm not complaining about it.
When's the election actually supposed to take off? Do you know? Like when are they gonna start?
Supposedly as
like,
soon
the
as
votes?
possible. Yeah, they're going to do the votes as soon as possible. They're waiting for an admin to post it, so I don't know what the fuck's going on, but yeah, they're waiting. I heard midnight, but they might do it sooner than midnight because everybody's in different time zones, obviously. So he's trying to get it posted as soon as he can, and then it will be open for 36 hours. I remember hearing that.
Okay, good. Give everybody time to vote.
Right, yep.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. See what happens with that.
Yeah, either
I wonder
way.
what's going on with Freeman?
Yeah, I know. I was just talking to the cartographer about that, and surprisingly, he didn't know anything about it. So I'm very curious as to what's going to happen with that. I'm assuming we're trying to get pop-up a little bit, get some pop-up, and then boom, presidential election. That'll be a hell of a time. I know. I'm not running for president.
Freeman.
Me neither.
I never met him.
I didn't even.
Like I don't even know.
I don't
if
think
he
he's
gets
even
on
on
the
there.
island.
Yeah, I don't think he does, as far as I know.
I think he's just a dev.
Yeah, I think that's why they took the title away from him, because they're going to do real elections and have it all be in game and in character,
Right.
organic.
Right.
Which is fair, because you don't want an admin as the president. That's how corruption will happen easily.
Right.
And if
Yeah,
corruption
no, I
happens with the player, then we can, in character, kick his ass out of the office.
Right.
Hell yeah! Thank you, Fez. I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, man. We'll see you later.
Yeah, see you.
Are you gonna stay on, or are you hopping off?
I'm hopping off, just for a bit. Well, actually, I think Spicoli and all of us are gonna go play Ready or Not.
All right, man. Well, we'll catch you later either way.
Hell yeah. Be safe out there, Fez.
Yeah, man.
Thank you all so much for watching this episode. Holy crap, has it been a long one. I appreciate y'all for sticking around. If you haven't liked, go ahead and leave that a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps a small channel like us out. And with that being said, much love, everybody. Bye-bye!